in the hotel room the whole Saturday because I had to rest up. I was leaving on the Sunday at like 5. My flight was 5:45 in the morning. I had to leave the hotel room. I had to leave the hotel at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
So that wasn't. Oh,
That's crazy.
Warlock's on.
Hey,
Good. I'm just waiting for the live stream to start. I guess just watching. Here I is. Not much.
Dream.
Yep. Withering this fucking windstorm.
Hello out there. Welcome to the live stream. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Hello.
Oh, is this your son?
Whose voice is that?
Yes.
It's my oldest son, aka producer. Can y'all hear his volume okay? Because last time I accidentally muted him.
There were riots over that.
There were not riots, but like literally there were twos of peoples who were upset that they couldn't hear him, and it sounded like I was talking to myself, so it was kind of like I was crazy, you know, more so. So yeah, that was the problem there. But now I think, can you guys hear him in the chat? Let me read the comments. Dare read the comments for me because I can't read.
I am.
It's on. Yep. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I have special guestesses for you this weekend, this Friday. I am joined by the excellent Adrian Chong. I say Adrian, you say Chong. Adrian, Chong.
Chong.
There you go. Stu's with it. Stu's musical. That's why Stu's with it. Stu's a musical guy. So, and then I have. Well, now I've ruined it. Stu, I've ruined your intro. I have Stu. Everybody knows when I say Stu who I'm talking about. Stu Pendous.
They can barely hear him. They can barely hear Stu, they say.
Stu's mic is a little low. Now, if I click over to this thing, what I could probably do is make his volume. Maybe I can make it more louder. Let's see. Stu, I'm going to bump you up.
If you want, I can switch audio over to my laptop. Right now, I just have it on my phone.
Did that get any louder for anybody? I bumped Stu up to 165%, but I'm not sure if that's just me or if that makes it louder for everybody. So
I'm not completely happy with my audio. I feel like I need to be 10 times louder.
I'm gonna turn yours down a little bit, Dare. I'm gonna dial you back down.
Overpower you again
a little bit. Yeah, don't overpower me. That's not good. People don't like that. They said it's better. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Zachary Ruby. All three YouTubers.
All three.
Yeah. Because there are no other YouTubers, obviously. Okay, we don't, this is the trifecta right here. This is the triumvirate, if you will. If y'all remember high school history, and I know you don't.
Wow, they're leaving me out.
Oh yeah, no, it's just that there's nothing to call. Like we don't have like a quadopoly or anything. Nobody knows what that is, so you can't do that. So sorry, you're left out there. Sorry. Where's Phoenix? Yeah. Let's just say he's not here. Yeah, Manny, they're all welcome. They're all welcome on my show. We have an open format here. We can talk about anything, almost anything. So, oh, look, a live stream is on. Let's go. We should check that out. I wonder who that is. Maybe that's, that's us. Yeah, that's us. No, that's us. That's what's going on. I could leave that up. That's not a bad backdrop right there. Look at that. Honestly, Treb Zeus Butch, who runs that? Like, what are we like in, are we in Silver League here? What's going on? Nobody does that.
You know what? I might actually run that.
No, that's true. Stu would probably run. Stu runs some crazy things.
In fact, right now I actually have my amazing Strider, and it has geckos and a flux on it, and it's my favorite.
Yeah, I saw a highly inappropriate picture of that bot, Stu, and I honestly I had to shield my children's eyes. If you guys know what Stu's talking about, he put some stuff out on his channel. With
it was Pinocchio, man.
Yeah, let's just say it represents the nose, Stu. Let's church it up if you must, but I don't think that's, well, we'll just leave it there because this is a family channel, okay? Family channel, family things going on, but use your imaginations. Just don't verbalize it. Yeah, see, he saw the picture too. Yeah. It's all over the internet. It's probably a meme now. People's faces being pasted on it. Yeah, exactly.
Probably a May the 4th be with you meme now. Somehow.
Yeah, it is May the 4th. You guys like Star Wars? Adrian, Stu, you guys into that? What's up?
I'm into it. Adrian, hello.
Me, kind of. You know what's funny is I first started watching Star Wars. I think I was like 5 or something. I remember watching it, and then I just fell off the bandwagon after that. The first one.
Like after the very first one?
Yeah. No, because I think it took a while before they came out with the next one after that. So I had, when you're a youngster, like you go from like one show to the next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
low attention span.
Adrian saw the first Star Wars movie and was like, "This is going nowhere. This is a loser of a property. This is not happening." Yep, definitely not going to make 12 movies. Yeah, I used to like Star Wars as a kid. I liked the original trilogy, obviously the best. And something happened. I think we got a subscriber. Thank you. I should probably mention stuff like that. I'm so bad about it, but liking, subscribing, thumbs upping. All those metric things that give you good search returns so more people can find our happy little spot here on the internet. Thank you, sir, for subscribing. Yeah, I love Star Wars as a kid.
There's so many things to pay attention to when you're streaming,
Dude, there's too much. That's what, honestly, I have my oldest son help me, and he knows all about this stuff, and it's still between the two of us, a couple of things have popped up, and we're like, I don't know what to do about that. Last weekend. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that subscription. A new sponsor. That's big time. Orion Pax 27 has now sponsored my show. I have all kinds of sponsors. It's amazing. I know Stu and Adrian are the men of War Robots YouTube, so they know all about this, but it's a new event for me, and it's just so cool. Thank you very much for that, Orion Pax 27 WR, ! New sponsor on the show. I think that gives him premium chat privileges. I believe he can also use the incredible limited edition center beacon icon, a picture of myself quite mad riding atop the chutes.
I love it.
The chutes there, yeah. So if you sponsor the channel, thank you for that subscription. If you sponsor the channel, you get to use that emote all you want on my live stream. I know, fabulous deal, right? But
we have another one in the works.
Yeah, we're working on some more emojis because that's what my life has become now. Stu was talking about how hard it is to do live streams and all the things you have to pay attention to, and it's honestly, I find myself spending time making graphics, making sure my green screen is working properly. I didn't even know what that was until a few days ago. Yeah, I'm ironing my green screen. I'm making emojis. This is my life now. This is what I do. But it's fun because I get to interact with people, and I get to have. Oh, there's Stu sponsoring my channel. Stu, you're spoiling me. All right, honestly, you just
had to have the emoji.
Oh, you had to have it. Now Stu's going to spam the emoji. See, and then you get the little golden... Look at the other thing we made. It's a golden center beacon token. I forgot about that thing. I spent 2 hours on that last weekend, and now you guys are getting to spam this all over the place.
Now,
what's up, Thumpy Humpy? Welcome. Drifter, welcome. Naldo, welcome.
We have an even better surprise for everybody later tonight. I'll say about 30 minutes from now.
Yeah, do you guys like animals?
Not spoiling anything, but...
You guys like animals? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you guys remember those old talk shows where the guy would he'd be at the desk with the microphone and then they would bring in a cougar and put it on his lap? Yeah. That's we got something like that planned later. So if you guys if you like wild animals sitting on people's laps who don't like animals, then you're going to want to be watching later. Thank you for that. Thank you. Subscriptions coming in. Thank you for those things. It's hard to track all that stuff, you know what I mean? And then I got to circle all the way back around to Star Wars and tell you about how, sadly, I don't like Star Wars anymore. I hate to admit. I don't really care for the new stuff. I shouldn't say that
You should read the names of people who subscribe to you.
If I had one more thing to do, I think, did that say somebody named the dentist just subscribed to me? Thank you.
Oh, the dentist is here. I love
the
that
dentist. You see, Stu knows. See, because I would say, hey, Stu Pendous is here, Adrian Chong is here. Subscribe to their channels, but LOL, you already have. It's mine that you need to subscribe to. These guys are luminaries. I'm just a guy drinking Starbucks cold brew, on a show here.
Trying to see how many people you have watching right now?
How many people? 200. That's awesome. Wow. We have 200 viewers right now, and if you just joined us, we are talking to the very, very fine gentleman, Adrian Chong, and Stupendous. I just love saying his name, Stupendous. Stupendous, Adrian Chong. It is pretty stupendous. Adrian Chong is very Chong-like. These are the this is the upper crust. I bring them on my show. Thank you for that subscription, sir, Naldo. I bring them on my show just to make it seem like I'm bigger and more important than I actually am. It's like an old trick. This is what we do. This is what we do. We make ourselves seem more important. Welcome. Stu Pew Pew. I like it. Joshua Tope says, Stu Pew Pew. I like it.
Here, I'll give him the shoots emoji because that's one of my favorite bots.
Just spam it, bro. Yeah, Adrian Chong is the bomb, says Hooligan070. That's what I'm talking about. Adrian is really, like, these are two of, like, the best guys. Like, I like a lot of the other guys, too. They're really cool. I don't know them as well. I've known Adrian and Stu for a while now, and seriously, like, in and out of the game, they are two of the best guys that, like, you could ever run into, all kidding aside. Super helpful. Adrian was just, like, fielding questions for me earlier, because I was like, Adrian, how does live streaming work? And he explained it to me, and now I know how it works and everything, so these guys are great. So if there's like one or two of you out there that haven't actually subscribed to Adrian or Stu's channel, please do so, because you're missing out big time. These guys are like the gold standard of YouTubing when it comes to war robots and life in general. They're wonderful people, wonderful humans.
Thanks, Warlock.
Well, you know, I got to keep up with you two, honestly. Like, you know, Stu just had his 5th baby. I don't know if you guys know that. You know, I'm not doxing him. He's revealed this publicly. So he just had his 5th child, not him, his wife, obviously. But, you know, I feel like he's already sponsored me. He's, like, you know, making donations. And, you know, I got to get him, like, a bassinet or something in the mail, you know, to help him out. You know, a subscription to, like, AmazonDiapers.com or something. He needs that because, man, it's coming up. Yeah. Yeah, WR Dentist recognizing Stu in the chat. That's right. Yep, we got Adrian and Stu. And me, the Center Beacon, a.k.a. Warlock, here with you. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk about some stuff. 4th anniversary for War Robots. 4 years. Adrian, you've been playing since day one. What do you think about the game over the last 4 years? Just take 4 seconds and encapsulate the last 4 years for us, if you will. All right, we're gonna have to move on. That's all the time we have for Adrian to talk about the last 4 years. Guys, we got a lot to pack into this show. No, seriously, go ahead. Tell us about what you think. I think you've been playing longer than me. I don't know about Stu. I started on iOS back in the day, like when Terrans were like a new thing and stuff like that. So, Adrian, what do you think?
I think the game has it's changed a lot. I mean, we all can see that the gameplay is a lot faster than it was before. There's some things that are better, some things that I know we all not a fan of, but hopefully, you know, within the next year.
Shocktrain. Oh, sorry. I just had a sneeze there, guys. Sorry. Go ahead, Adrian. Please continue.
Hopefully, certain things do change for the better over the next year or so. Because I did talk to them, and they had a lot of great ideas and solid ideas that they are working on to make the game a lot better for all of us. And we've seen some of the changes already, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Some good, some bad. I mean, honestly, I can remember back in the day where it was like the big complaint was, where's the new content? You know, we've had, you know, it was like Dead City and Springfield. You know, I mean, technically I think there were 4 maps, but it was like Dead City and Springfield, and you just bounce back and forth from like fighting in a closet to like fighting on Pangea, you know, and that's all it was. I mean, and you want to try to kill somebody on Springfield with like, you know, a level 8 Malat, it takes like all day. You know what I mean? That was like, at one point, that was like the, you know, that was the OP weapon. That was the Shocktrain of its day. You know, you're sitting there chipping away at a dude with like 1 Malat and a Nashorn, which back then was like a KWK. You know, I'm old and salty, so I know that before they changed the name.
I know that too. I've played long enough.
Dare you be quiet. All right? People who actually play this game are talking, okay? You've played for like 5 minutes. You don't have the discipline. You know how much money... Like, not only have I spent so much money on my own account and on iOS, but these guys, my sons... Dad, the Rogaka's on sale for, you know, and I buy them this stuff, and then, you know, they can't play any game for longer than 2 months. It's ridiculous. There's no...
That's not... I mean, it just all depends. I played that game. I played War Robots a lot longer than 2 months.
Like, I mean, at one time, I mean, maybe cumulatively, you have 2 months' time in the game, like some total.
More than one time.
I don't know. He just never stuck with it. He likes them games like PUBG and Fortnite and all that business. He likes those. Whose phone isn't muted? Whose phone is not muted right now? You are on a timeout, sir. All right? Honestly, this is a very professional show. Phones need to be on Do Not Disturb, even if it's like an emergency.
I heard it was stupendous.
No, I said mine is good. I've
No.
got mine on do not disturb.
Stu would never do that to me. Stu, what do you think about the game over the last 4 years, buddy?
I think it's had its ups and downs and everything, but I think in general the direction that it's going is good. I appreciate the faster gameplay, though there are definitely qualms, which I think all of us as a community have together. But yeah, I've been playing for, I guess, about 3 years, and so not quite as long as you guys. I think the Rhino had just come out, but I think the direction is generally good, and I think since they've been making the different component things more available, like when everything was first dropped and you could only accidentally win part of something, I think that was not bueno. But
Yeah.
I think the direction that they're moving now, where you can on purpose get what you want, and there's several avenues to get it, and I think it's good. And it is frustrating for people because they're like, oh, but I want the new stuff. But that's part of the balance is, they have to string it out so that everyone in Recruit League doesn't have 3 high cheese, So it's good that it takes a while to get. I mean, but if you're in Champion League, it becomes a lot easier. I got a Spectre in a month and a half.
Yeah, Stu's hitting the nail on the head there. I think behind the concept of components, it was a pretty interesting idea, but maybe somewhat poorly rolled out. The cart kind of came before the horse, so to speak. So when things first came out, it was 9 billion components to get one thing, and people were doing all that back of the envelope math, where it's according to my calculations, it'll take 9 years to get a Bulgasari. Well, didn't exactly work out like that, but yeah, so that could have been a little smoother, but yeah, because I can remember back in the day, man, where it was just there was no new content, everyone was complaining, when are we going to get new maps, when are we going to get new this, and now it's almost like the pendulum swung the other way, and now people are like, whoa, slow down, so I don't know if there's a happy medium, honestly, because yeah, keeping up on the weapons and stuff, fortunately, for me, not everything's good. Honestly, yeah. I have ions. I might be the only guy who does, and they're just it's kind of cool for a few seconds. You can shoot them every 4 seconds or whatever, but it's just okay, I should have put Orkans on this thing, or okay, I should be running one of the meta weapons instead of these. They're kind of interesting, but so it's not like you got to have every single new weapon. So if you guys don't feel that way, if you've already got a Griffin and it's Mark II. You're not missing a whole lot with the Raven. The Raven's fun. It's cool. It has a double jump. You can do certain things with it. But, it's not oh, now my entire game has changed because I have the Raven or I have the Ballista or whatever it is. So I think what it calls for on our parts is just to do a lot more research, watch more YouTube videos. I had to. That was shameless. But, we help people. You know what we do? We show these things. So I look at it hey, you can watch my dumb little video for 10 minutes explaining what I think about the Ballista or the Ion or something, and then maybe you can choose to go that way, yeah, that's good for me, or no, you know what, I'm going to stick with this over here because I saw Adrian run it on a video and I didn't really care for it, so.
Yeah. No, I think that's good, and I think a lot of people, it'll be helpful for people to understand that, because a lot of people get offended that we sometimes get earlier access to content, and I'm it should just be helpful for you, because then you don't have to waste your time going for the one of 25 different things you can go for. Anyway.
Yeah. How do you find about the balance of the new content, recent? Because I find it seems a little bit more balanced since the Spectre from then on.
Yeah, the more recent stuff for sure. I agree.
There are definitely some niche bots. There's the Hellburner. In case you guys haven't realized, nobody's running a hangar full of 5 Hellburners, with Ansels and ECUs running around, destroying, the meta or anything. So there are some niche bots. The Hover is fun. The Hover is one of those where it's not going to change your gameplay, but if you run it and you kind of get used to it, you can do some really neat things in that bot. You can jump over stuff that other people, they're not going to be able to get there as quick as you. I've seen it played in ways that are sort of adding another wrinkle to the game. It's just not super mainstream, and I suppose it all depends on what league you're in, But there are some niche items out there that are not necessarily game breaking that can be fun, and that's kind of the name of the game. If you enjoy it, then rock it. The Hover's not really for me, but if you like it, then go with it.
I think they want you to start playing.
Is that Anna in the chat?
I think
running
so.
the main the main War Robots account there.
Yeah, that is her. That is her. That is the verified. That is the awesome and wonderful Anna. Hey, Anna. I'm going to wave at you because I forget I have this camera because I'm so used to hiding behind my microphone, telling everyone I'm handsome, which I'm just lying, and just being like, oh, yeah, no. I'm 6'8", devastatingly good looking, 12-pack abs. Don't worry about it.
12.
Yeah. 12 pack. 6-pack is that's like 2008, bro. This is 2018. You got to have a 12 pack or you're not even on the playing field. Yeah, that's Anna, everybody. That's the official War Robots YouTube guru. Yeah, we love her. She's great. And she's the one that puts this cool screen. Am I pointing at the screen? It's right there. Right there. She puts that in the game for you guys so you can click on it. And then you get to listen to me and Adrian and Stu just go on a massive rampage for 2 hours. Stu, they've already committed. They're here for 3 hours. They're in for the long haul. And they're just going to entertain you guys. I'm just going to ask them ridiculous questions for the next 3 hours. They have to answer everything truthfully. They're contractually obligated. It's going to be great. We've actually done that before.
Questions I prepared for you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no, Stu, did you do homework? Stu, you're so squared away. You're so squared away.
Dude,
I love it. Stu did homework.
You had a whole team of people back there last time, and I just felt completely unprepared.
I did. Yeah. When we did some podcasting. For those of you that remember the ancient technology of podcasting, we dabbled in that several years ago. And I had Stu and Adrian on that as well, and they were wonderful guests, just like today. And they were good sports, and I asked them a bunch of silly questions. And I used to do 5 things you didn't know is what I used to do. And I didn't prepare for that. We were actually out shopping all day, so we had a heck of a day. I put together a lawnmower. We went out shopping. I mean, we were running errands right up until the last minute. So, yeah, it's good. I'm glad, Stu, I'm glad you prepared. I'm glad someone's prepared for this.
Anyway, do you want me to hop into squad with you, or what's your plan?
Yeah, what do you got? What do you guys want to do? What do the people want to see? We have 229 people watching this, expecting entertainment. What do y'all want to see? You want to see us hop in the squad and embarrass ourselves, or should we just keep talking about Star Wars, or what do you guys want to see? Squads?
Squads? Question mark?
Squads. Viewers get free stuff like supplies or gold. Yeah, we're giving away stuff today. You're getting my love for free is what it is. I know you're probably starting to feel it already, but yeah, you're getting my love right now is what's happening. What's up? What's up, Riznor? What's up, fellas? Oh, Skirmish. Now, I've not done Skirmish. Have you done Skirmish?
I have done some Skirmish, yeah.
What's
Adrian just did a stream today.
Yep, Skirmish. That's all I did.
Really? Tell me about it. What? I've not even messed with it. I should have watched your videos, obviously.
Before we get into the games, should we bring up the surprises?
You guys want? Let's see. We're just getting going. Let's save the surprises. I have live cougars, so that's what I do for my show. Is I illegally import animals from Africa, and I don't even know if Africa has cougars, but they might.
So that's why you have such a crappy internet connection when you're traveling. See, that makes sense.
Well, Stu, I'm glad you brought that up, because when you're out on safari trying to capture cougars for your inevitable live streams when you're back home, I mean, sometimes internet quality suffers, but I do what I can.
Yeah, for the win.
Yeah, definitely. Everything we do is FTW. I mean, come on.
My life is for the win.
Your life is for the win? Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is, son. Thank you. So let's see. Okay. So so we need to form a squad, and then we do the 2 battle dealy, and we go to Skirmish. Is that what we're doing? Let's do that. Stu and I will be in the squad. Adrian, sadly, has not come over to the dark side of Android. I think you all should harass him to buy some sort of Android-capable device so he can play with us. Because...
Dang.
Suede Head.
Dang, what's up? Suedehead 408. Thank you, sir. Honestly, very humbling. Very humbling. Noob trains taken down tonight. We're like, yeah. Yeah, you gotta admit, you love, it's not like the shock trains that I love getting, because I mean, I like shock trains. I mean, they work really good. I like getting the Spectres. Man, if you can just tear a Spectre apart, after his little stealth wears off and you just annihilate that guy, they melt so quick. It's like that spun sugar candy, and you put water on it and it just disappears. That's how quickly specters go away when you catch those guys. I love it. Thank you for that donation, sir. That is very kind of you, very humbling. Really appreciate that. Suede head. Thank you. You're the man. So let's see. I've invited Stu. Did you get my invitation? I'm inviting you.
It popped up, and then somebody else sent me an invite, and so yours went away.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what Stu is trying to say nicely is he is so popular that at no time can he turn on his game without receiving. That was probably like from like a head of state. You know, there was probably like, you know, some, you know, dignitary from a foreign country was like, oh, Stu Pendous is on. You know, that's my foreign dignitary accent. I didn't want to get like, you know, too politically incorrect with that. So that was my neutral foreign dignitary accent. Let's send Stu another invitation since clearly he's too important to just only get mine. Or we were being stream sniped. This is a thing, apparently. I've learned about this recently. So, all you stream snipers out there...
He actually is in the stream. So
what?
he's trying to get in on the squad. I was playing with him earlier today, actually.
Oh, my goodness. Stu for president. I agree. I'll vote.
Stu for president.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Adrian's just going to watch, because sadly he's on iOS, and he's refusing the light of Android. But I feel like we should, like, somehow, like, Stu and I should go in on, like, an S9 or something and just mail it to Adrian.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
And then he'll just fall in love with it and be like, why was I ever using iOS?
Like, we would create this massive rift, like, in the game. Like, they would send shockwaves because Adrian would abandon his clan that he's been in for, like, 12 years and leave iOS, and, like, all this stuff would, like, you know, ripples. This would be, like, the stone in the pond type thing. Yeah, it'd be terrible. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Mail.ru, like, goes bankrupt in Russia, and we're just like, what?
Yeah, no. We single-handedly bring down war robots because we sent Adrian an Android-capable phone.
Android.
And he's like, this is what it's about? This is what I've been missing my whole life? Honestly. Oh. Curse you, iOS.
But then he'll try to record on Android, and he'll be like, wait, you can't have internal audio? And then he'll be like, no, I'm throwing this away.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, no, because, you know, I feel like, you know, now you got to have, like, a funny jack adapter for, like, your headphones and stuff. I mean, honestly, you know, iOS, I don't know. Crazy stuff going on over there. Crazy stuff. I will give them credit for their screen sensitivity is incredible, okay? I still feel like they have Android beat on that thing. Like, when I'm forced to use my wife's phone and you put your finger on it, I mean, that screen is just like, it's got you locked down. It knows what you want to swipe to and everything. Android, not quite there.
There's lots of pros for Apple hardware, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's the software that I can't get past. So what we're going to do here, if anybody's still with us, if anyone's still awake, what we're going to do is we're going to do, what's it called? Skirmish? Is this the mode where you can run, like, any weapon on any bot and it's just nuts and everything?
Well, so what it is, it's basically just Hanger X, but you can fight against anybody from, like, Silver League on up, basically.
Ooh, all right.
So everyone has the same hanger, but yeah, when, like, before it was like you could have, like, thunders, like 4 thunders on, like, on whatever you want or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe
I want 4 thunders on a Destrier. Does it allow me to do that, Stu?
Not that I know of. Yeah, so far it's just Hanger X.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. I assume we are going to be awarded, like, massive amounts of silver, gold, like, tokens, keys. Like, we'll just become filthy rich after one match.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy.
It's crappy. It's non-existent. No rewards. All right, format change, folks. We're actually not going to be doing skirmish mode. I just learned that you don't get any rewards for it, and I mean, like, come on now. I got to get paid here somehow. We got to get some rewards going.
You want some rewards? Ryan says, I'll donate $20 if you answer. Why do donations help you here? What do you spend them on collectively?
Donations. Oh, okay. So what donations, Stu? What do donations do for you, given all the time that we spend on our channels?
For me, so I guess so that you guys know, just one of the ways the donations work on the back end is YouTube takes like 30% of it, and then we get the rest of it. So that's just part of their business model. And then, and so like Warlock has like the Streamlabs thing down in his description as well. So that's another way to pay. And I think they only take 10, right?
I think something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, so that's just random back end stuff. But anyway, so donations for me, when they come in, they help to support me and my family, but then I also use a percentage of that to go and help out other people or make people smile kind of thing. So like I'll go and donate to random people's streams, or I'll donate to like a charity or something like that. We've actually got a charity event coming up for a fellow War Robots brother who's going through some tough times kind of thing, but more details on that to come.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's just kind
Absolutely.
of stuff that I do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I buy exotic automobiles with my my donations. So right now I'm saving up for a Bugatti Veyron. I mean, no big deal. You know, I'm sure I'll get there here in probably just a couple more streams. I should be there. But what it does for me is it legitimizes my hobby for me with my wife, because I'm like, honey, my hobby makes money, you know, sometimes. And so the more that I can do that, the more I can do this, and the more we all have fun. So that's what it does for me. So that's pretty cool. So that's actually what would happen, you know, if you were to donate. But for my channel, so I'm not like real heavy like on like the donations. It's there if you guys want to. I'd be stupid not to enable it, but by no means feel obligated to do it, because fortunately, you know, we're blessed. We're doing just fine and everything. So this is more about having fun and less about like worrying about like, oh, if, you know, I got to donate or I got to do this. Do what you want to do. Okay, do what you want to do. That's where I think it's fun, and it pops up every once in a while, and it's just like a thrill. It's just like, wow, somebody appreciates you. It's super cool. So that's mostly what it does for me. Adrian is probably on a whole other scale. So Adrian, what do donations on your channel mean to you, sir?
For me, I use it. I mostly invest it back into my channel quite often. Like, for example, if I'm going to be doing a video. I don't know if you know, recently, like a lot of my intros and stuff has a lot of music. So I'd actually buy, the rights to actually use that music for my videos. So I usually put it into that, or if I need, like I'm doing live stream on like my Hangar or whatever, then I will obviously put it into stuff like that. And then sometimes I do donate to various live streamers as well. So I usually do that.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Does that answer the question, sir? The gentleman who asked. I think you have 3 pretty solid answers there from 2.5 luminaries of the War Robots YouTube streaming universe. And I'll just go ahead and tell you I'm the half. I'm the 0.5 on that equation. But yeah, good answers. Absolutely. So I clicked on this squad battle thing, and I don't know what's going on, but it only gives me random mode and free for. Can we not squad?
I don't think you can play skirmish when you're in a squad.
Terrible.
That's how
I tried.
Because they're trying to let everybody play together, kind of thing. So if you have like full clans from Champion League dropping in with a bunch of randoms from Silver to wherever league, kind of thing, then,
we would ruin it. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's just kind of not what they're going for, I guess.
Let's can we time drop it? Do you think? What do you think?
Do you want to try?
Stu and I will now attempt to time drop on skirmish mode, so I can run a Destrier with 4 Thunders as I've been promised. So there you can see in beautiful purple. I love purple because it means it's important. It's premium.
If you probably can't get thrown into low priority queue though, right? Because it's just a skirmish. It's not. You don't get any rank for it. I would imagine.
They're
unranked.
So you can't get thrown into
unranked battle mode. Like jump into the fray.
I don't know if our time drop's going to work though, because there's a much higher density of players able to play this.
I feel like. Anna, are you still here? I know Anna can just press a button and make this happen. Come on, this is what the viewers want to see. Anna, are you still there?
It's probably not a button. It's probably like old operators, like with phones. Like she has to unplug.
Oh, they have to they plug the thing, and it's like, I don't know, 1 moment, sir, I'll connect you. You know what I mean? That's my operator voice.
Between you
then
and
you
I.
hear, Then you hear that dial-up sound.
Yeah, it tells you that you've achieved 56K baud, you know, and you're ready to do some screaming internet surfing, you know, at that speed. I'm just drinking my Starbucks here. All right, Stu. Now, I do have a random anti-stream snipe delay programmed into my stream, so no one can know. It's like you'd get the nuclear football code sooner than you would get this delay that I've programmed, so people can't stream snipe me, because literally tens of people watch me every weekend, and they want to try to screw up my mojo, and I just won't have it. So I'm going to press this button. I've given Stu the secret algorithm, so he knows when to press the button, and we're going to try to time drop skirmish. Thank you for that. There's a $20 donation. Thank you, Ryan Sloto. Thank you, sir. Absolutely incredible. Very humbled. I believe we gave him the answer he was seeking. Clearly, we have made one person happy, and if we can do that, folks, just think about what we can do when we simultaneously press this purple button together, okay?
Oh, it's purple.
Yeah, it's Stu's colorblind. A lot of people don't know that. Stu, what color did you think that button was?
I thought it was blue.
Okay. It looks just like random mode. I think War Robot's really neat. Like Stu, like in some of the chats we're in, Stu's always complaining about the color scheme in the game and like why don't they do something to everything's blue, you know? And
pretty much the only feedback I give these days.
Yeah, that's all he ever talks about. And with the rest of us are kind of like, Stu, you're colorblind. It's fine, you know. Don't worry about it, you know. But you know, so we work with that. Yes, Stu, the button is purple. It's beautiful. It says temporary mode skirmish in case your colorblindness prevents you from reading that. I'm not sure. And it just makes you want to touch it. So what I want to do is I want to be touching my screen while you're touching your screen. And it'll be kind of like in those movies when like two people put their hands on the screen at the same time, you know, and they're like feeling the love between them. So I'm going to touch the purple one. Stu has the secret algorithm. You press it at the same time, you know, plus the offset that I've given you that you can give to no one. Super secret. Okay. And we'll see if we can time drop skirmish mode. And I can pretty much guarantee this is not going to work, but we're going to try and we're just going to see what happens. Okay. So if the stream goes black or if like, you know, there's an explosion or something, you'll know that the love was powerful. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
All right. Press the purple button, not the blue one, Stu. The other blue one. The one to the far right. Stu's colorblind.
The one that's highlighted.
The one that's highlighted. Yes, the one that's highlighted. Press it now.
They want to know who the Russian spy is.
Who's the Russian spy? Honestly, I have no idea.
Are you dropping into King of the Hill on carrier?
Yes! Yes! Did it work?
You are?
Let me make sure. Yeah, I totally am. Let me make sure my
you're
controller's
on.
on.
The other side, I think.
What am I driving right now? I'm in a Scourge. Let me look at my big screen. I'm surrounded by screens. Oh, I caught no, this guy's gonna throw me off the edge of this thing. Just mind there's Stu. Folks, this worked. Anna, are you there? Thank you. See, honestly, you know, folks, when you literally have tens of subscribers and you're kind of like a big deal, you know, for one game on the internet, I mean, they make things happen for you, and I feel like they had the devs make this happen for me. And Stu, where are you? I'm not going to try to get anybody. Or should I not get you? Should we team up and sabotage this game, or should we play it? What should we do?
No, let's play it through.
Let's play it through. Shall we play it like gentlemen, sir?
Let's play like gentlemen. I don't think that you can take out Matty 2600. He's pretty much.
I don't know
he's tough as nails.
I'm touching someone with my lasers right now. I'm not sure. Okay, that guy disappeared. There are Stu. I'm touching you with my lasers right now. We're connected. Can you feel the love? I'm over here. I'm jumping in the background. Touching you with my lasers. I love this map. Do you guys like this map?
Yeah, you totally lit my butt on fire. It's like glowing still.
Oh, is your butt red hot? Do you guys remember back in the day when it was like heat damage or something, and then if you shot it more, like there would be more damage or something like that? Do you guys remember that? Anybody remember that?
I think it was heat stacking, right?
It was, yeah. Yeah. That was some serious business back then, man.
Idea.
Yeah.
Want to know who the Russian spy is? I have 2 words for them. Yashpion.
What? Dare, what did I tell you about using that kind of language on my streams? Okay, this is a family channel. Daddy does not speak Russian. Stu, get out of the alley. Quit trying to duck me, all right? People want to see mega YouTubers going toe-to-toe, and Adrian can't play with you right now, so it's got to be me filling in, okay? So this is like, let's make this good for the peoples. I'm going to shoot somebody else. I'm going to shoot one of your partners. I love Scourges.
I guess I was accidentally playing King of the Hill, like how it's supposed to be played. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, is this King of the Hill? Am I supposed to be? Oh, crap. Where's the beacon right now? There's no beacon over here.
Yours on the other side, so I was right up. This is like Yam. There's no point in going for their beacons.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't pay much attention to the rules. Like, I always go for damage. I mean, I'm just like one of those. I'm just one of those simple men. It's just like, you know, I'm going to try to impress you with, like, you know, my damage score or the size of the tires on my truck. I'm very primitive, and this is what I do. Okay, so I need to go for damage. I didn't realize there were rules to this, so I forgot how fun the Rogaka is to play. This is super fun.
Yeah, the Rogaka is fun. I like dusting mine off now and again. I've actually got a Mark II one that I enjoy hanging out with. I only Mark II random garbage, pretty much.
Random, yeah, like Stu. I mean, I don't know. I heard a nasty rumor on the internet, but you have like 11 like Mark II Natashas or something like that. Is that? Did I hear that right? I saw something
I've
where
got-
Stu was
I have
maxing
5
Natasha's.
Max Mark 1 Natashas, and then I have 1 Max Mark 2 Natasha.
My goodness. I just
They
got
want-
my first Natasha that I've had for like 4 years in my hangar to like, he's on his way to level 12 right now. Ooh, I'm burning
I
that
do
guy.
have,
I'm burning that guy up.
Max Mark 2 Patton with Max Mark 2 Noricums, which is my baby. Kind of my favorite.
it blew up. Really?
Ooh. Yep, that's for all my because you know how Champion League is these days. It's a lot of people hanging out in Scourges and Shocktrains, and so that's my gift to all of them.
No, I wouldn't know, Stu, because I've been tanking ferociously for the last 6 months. Yeah, I don't.
They want Stu to get his camera out for the video.
Stu,
Oh, for this
Stu.
video. Is there a way for me to send my
your face has
camera
been
screen to
requested,
you?
sir. Okay, like that's how popular. That's how loved Stu is. Is his face has been requested? Okay, I can barely get people to subscribe to my channel, and people are calling for Stu's face on the stream right now. It's my stream, and they want to see his face. Okay, that's how bad it is for me right now. Can I change my answer on those donations? I think I'm going to get plastic surgery to look like Stu. Is what's going to happen here.
You don't want a dog face though. You don't want to do that.
Oh, get out of the city, sir. You're quite handsome. I feel comfortable saying that, you know, because I can just deny it later. But you're quite handsome. Don't worry about that, sir. No dog face there. What is going on?
Tesobaka.
Who's winning? Dare language
we're
in
winning.
Russian.
We took center twice, so there's
What?
pretty much no way you guys can win.
No,
we're about to win right now.
Certainly, that's not true. I'm just going
You
for
guys
damage.
get that beacon, but then
I'm
we
just
have
going
both
for
of our home
damage.
beacons. So
There's like a guy with an Ansel, and I'm just going to shoot him, but I got to get off this thing because people are shooting me.
They want you to do a split screen.
Subscription. Thank you.
We're
Split screen.
connected.
So we could do that, but I think we would need to set that up ahead of time. I'm not sure if I can make that happen this moment, but
Probably.
Stu is contractually obligated to appear on all of my live streams from here on out, so we could probably work that. Which beacon do I need to be on? Does anybody know? Can somebody help me?
Hey, they want you to treat an injured man like a gentleman.
So our beacons are the last 2 beacons that are going to be available for the round ends. So unless you're going to get your butt over here, there's probably no chance you guys are going to win.
So what Stu means to say is that he's exploiting because somehow he has figured out the beacon algorithm. So I feel like I need to report this or something. Should I? Where's the in-game report form available? Because
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go to the in-game report form after this, and then
yeah, Stu.
I wonder
mean,
what they would say. Like if we, like, hey,
Honestly, Stu.
So,
honestly, sir, I mean, this is not cool. Apparently, Stu has hacked the game. He can guarantee the win already. I've pathetically gone for damage this entire time. I can't win unless, like, I know the algorithm for, you know, the random beacons. I thought it was supposed to be random. Okay, apparently it's not because Stu's cheating, so...
well, the initial pattern, it's random where it's going to start, but then it's set once it starts going. So.
Said the hacker.
And
Said the hacker to the noob.
Should the Spectre or Ember get completed first?
Stu, my hat is off to you, sir. Excellent match. Well played.
Thank you, sire. Thank you.
With your algorithm. Oh, guys, I got to take a break. I got to increase my reward by 50% because I didn't do very good in that match. So, we're gonna take a commercial break. I'm gonna get this reward here real quick by watching this video. Now we're gonna go to the team thing. You can see I did horrible. I did get some accidentally. I got some capture points. See, Stu actually played the game. So that's good that he actually played the game, captured beacons. I mostly just ran around like a chicken with my head cut off. Dare, what was the question there?
Should he finish a Spectre or Ember first?
Oh, like let's this is kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This could be like, you know, Who Wants to Be a War Robots Anair. So let's go ahead and let's ask the audience. You know, you can ask the audience, or you could phone a friend. You can now phone Stu or Adrian. Guys, I'm just going to type your phone numbers into the chat real quick. I know you don't mind. And go ahead and Stu and Adrian, why don't you let the gentleman know there, what should he do? The Ember or the what was the other thing?
Spectre.
Ember or Spectre? Which should he finish leveling first?
Adrian, you want to take it?
Yeah. For me, I would actually level up the Ember first. The Spectre, I would only do that if I had like the weapons for it. But the Ember, you can actually make use, like with one Ember, you can actually put like on the Inquisitor or Lancelot, Natasha, Leo. So that's kind of what I would do first.
Stu, what do you got for him there? What kind of advice?
Yeah, same deal. I mean, the Emperor's going to give you more versatility, but maybe you already have like all kinds of medium weapons too, so the Spectre might be great. Just whatever you think is going to give you the most fun, go for that.
I've heard. Okay, so now we're getting some slurs in the chat here about that being Canadian logic from. Let's try to keep it clean here, people. Okay, Canadians are people too. I don't want to dox Adrian, but I think people know what's going on there. Okay. Canadians have valid opinions, people. Okay, they're North Americans. Okay, so like we need to include them. We need to be nice to them. They're our neighbors. Okay, I think both answers make a lot of sense. I love my embers. Embers are amazing. They just melt everything. And but I've also heard, I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me if this is true. I have also heard that the Spectre is kind of like one of those few bots that you can run very early on, like maybe when it's low level, because those 4 weapon slots, like Adrian said, if you have the weapons already ready to go, it's so powerful as long as because you're trying to hide anyways. What do you guys think? You think that's valid?
Yeah, I think so for sure. It's a hit and run bot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
More than most bots, you're trying not to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and pretty much anything is good on it because medium weapons are strong, and if you got 4 of them, I mean, you can do well with it. Really.
I feel like that's one of the few questions that have 2 right answers. It's kind of like when I was a kid in school and I did a true-false test and I perfected the letter that looks like a T or an F. I feel like we just gave you the equivalent of that answer.
That one's great.
You could either do the Ember or the Spectre, I think.
He's like, wow, thank you guys for the answer.
He's like, man, you totally confused me. You did not help me at all. I'm leaving this stream right now. You guys are supposed to be the experts. You're supposed to know things.
He goes and deletes the game.
Yeah, I know, right? We just thank you for that subscription, sir. Yeah, he just like deletes the game. He goes and he's like, I'm going back to Candy Crush. These guys are dumb. These guys are so dumb. I'm gonna do Candy Crush is an esport now. So what should we do next?
Brutal.
We time dropped. I feel like maybe we exploited, but we were actually able because you guys, Adrian and Stu are the experts. You saw Stu hack the beacons in that last game. Prior to that game,
that was Anna hacking.
But did Anna? I don't know. I haven't seen Anna in the chat. I don't know if she passed out at the wheel there, but I think maybe.
Well, she was busy. It's the same wires that we were talking about before.
She was doing she was connecting the different circuits. But
that's how the beacons work in the game. They just have someone with like LED lights and plugs, and they just flip them in, and it's part of the server, and that's how it works.
I'm all for it. I think that worked out pretty good because I think we accomplished something no one else has ever done. So I mean, there are other YouTubers out there, okay, and they're good too, but only the 3 of us here can bring you Skirmish in a time drop fashion, okay? So if you want to see time drop Skirmish mode, you need to come here to this channel, to Stu's channel, to Adrian's channel, because no one else is capable of doing this. It's never been done. First time, world event. I feel like I didn't have graphics prepared. I did not know we were going to be breaking world records. I do not have the graphics prepared, but next weekend I will, okay? Something that's never been done. What do you guys want to see now? Because, I feel like we've just mounted, wait, you can't say mounted. I want to say we mounted Everest, but you don't mount it. What do? Do you top it? I don't want to mount Everest, turns out. I don't like that imagery. You summit it? Have we summited Skirmish mode time drop? Is that what's happened? I think that's what's happened.
Made it. Kind of big deals now, so.
You ever spend a lot of time talking on your streams about one thing and then you look over at the chat and everybody's talking about something completely different? I think that's what's happening right now. I think
I was loud about the most random crap. It's crazy.
I feel like we were on a good tangent there, and I look over at the chat and people are like, the new Honda 2019 Civic it's really going to be something, guys. The fuel economy on this thing, you guys got to check this out. I look over. Yeah, the Ember is sick. Thank you. I love the Ember. Tell us the best way to avoid shock trains.
We skirmished Mount Everest.
We skirmished it. We mounted it. We summited it. We did everything.
I like it.
This stream, honestly, we could end this stream now. We could end it now, and people are going to be satisfied. 253 people will go home with giant smiles on their face after we mounted Everest, okay? I'm going to edit that later. We're not going to talk about that again.
We haven't gotten the surprise yet. Can't end the stream yet.
There are still surprises to come. That's true. I have smuggled dangerous animals in from Africa. You're going to see them in a little bit. It's going to be so great. I'm probably going to be torn to pieces, but we'll save that. I think we need to end with that because if I'm torn to pieces
I'll
now, then we can't go on. So
I'll make a montage clip and put it on your YouTube channel of that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for eulogizing me on the YouTube's dare. Appreciate that. His father's torn to shreds by cougars. Live on a live stream, and he's just going to do the montage video. You should be too distraught to montage anything, Dare. Thank you.
Timothy West.
Surprises. You'll see, because I can't see if you say what surprises, and then I give you the definition of the surprise, and it's not a surprise, so we can't do that yet. But stay with the stream. We're going to have it. It's going to be great.
But then I'll have your ad revenue from, I'll have your entire channel.
No, I've already told Mom that is locked out from you guys. That is going with me to the grave. Okay, that's going to pay for my mausoleum. Okay, it's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. I've got it all planned out. My mausoleum is going to
have a blue beacon going up from your mausoleum?
It's going to be like the War Robots hangar, with like my favorite bots in there, and then just like a giant blue beacon, like, going up to the heavens. It's going to be fabulous. Thank you for that subscription, sir. Appreciate that. So what's the best way to avoid shock trains? Was that the question, like from like 20 minutes ago, and then I started talking about mounting things? Was that the question?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh, the surprise you're going to spoil Avengers of Infinity War.
Yeah, Batman dies. I don't know if you guys heard, but I saw a meme.
And Lightning McQueen.
Did I just dox Batman? Is that the same thing? Are we doxing Batman? I can't remember. I can't keep up on all. I'm too worried about being stream sniped to know if I'm doxing people. But yeah, Batman dies in Infinity War. So if you haven't seen it, we did see Infinity War. It was great. I thought it was incredible. I know that I didn't put this on the advertisement for the stream, but it was a great movie. We loved it. So no, Thumpy's right. I don't know what beacons are. I always used to think that, like, when I first started playing, that they hurt your bot, so I never went near them, and I kind of formed like a training scar, as it were. So I don't capture them. I just blow things up. That's all I want to do. That's all I want this game for. Docs Batman. I need me some Robin.
What dash robot should you buy?
Which dash robot? We need to. Okay, so we're answering all of the riddles of life. What is its meaning? Okay, I feel like we've covered that in detail. Just rewind the stream later to get that answer. We need to figure out how to avoid shock trains, and we also need to figure out why my daughter is in the camera shot behind me right now. So apparently I'm being doxxed.
Hi.
Hi, B.
Hi there.
Yeah, you're live on the internets right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
There are billions of people watching you right now.
What?
Yeah, you can't move that because then no one will hear all of Daddy's important words.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't move Daddy's microphone. How will people hear me?
Wow, the chat just got so much more excited now that Beatrix is in here.
I know, right? This wasn't the surprise. I know I promised a cougar, and sometimes she acts like a cougar, She's kind of like, kind of ferocious. But this is my daughter, Beatrix, and I love her, and she's wonderful.
I'm 6.
And she's 6. And she loves the jumping war robots. So I think, Beatrix, Mom's calling you.
Hey,
I think your mom wants you before you get in trouble.
I wanna give a shout out to this guy's meme. Greenbird says, shoots. This is Shoot speaking. Mr.
Shoots.
Stark, I don't feel so good. Does anyone get the reference?
Do either of you guys get that reference?
No.
I don't get it. Do we have any meme lords in the audience? Can they explain it to us?
Okay. Well, we can't go into detail without it ruining Infinity War, but okay, so you know how they took the shoots out
Yes.
of the game? Okay, just has
Oh, I've got it. See, we have to be careful because we don't want to ruin it for like the 6 or 7 people that have not yet seen Infinity War. Okay, we got to keep that a secret.
About explaining it.
That's true. But Batman does really die in Infinity War. You heard it here first.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen dies in Infinity War. That's sad. Yeah, that little race car from the Cars movie. That's terribly sad.
It was the highlight of the movie.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes just devoted to that.
Yeah, it was horrible. Cover your kids' eyes when they see that. But let's talk about some robots, guys. Quick tips to avoid shock trains, and then we'll get on to that other question. What do you got, Stu?
Do you want to drop into a round while we answer it, or?
Yeah, we certainly can. Let's. You want to do like a legitimate, like non-game breaking type thing here, like where we don't hack the game, where we don't get the developers to like do our bidding.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do that. I'm probably this close to lever protection queue, so just if that happens, don't worry about it. So
I'll try I'll turn the blind eye.
I'm just kidding. I'm not in lever protection. I can't quit a game for nothing. I stay to the bitter end. I'm broken that way.
I'm the same way. Can't
All right.
help myself.
We're doing random mode. Here are our random choices. Point the right way. Random choices over there.
So anyway, to the question that you directed my way. So avoiding shock trains, pretty much avoid your teammates and don't move anywhere on the map.
Okay, there we have it. Next important life question. Basically, Stu's told you not to leave your hangar, so that's what we're doing there. But it's close to being right. Sometimes it's just be like the third guy. That's what I've learned. You know what I mean? I let two guys go ahead of me. You know what I mean? And then it's like I'm still kind of pretending like I'm supporting my teammates. And, then it's like they take most of the damage, and then you just get that little singe, like when the stove's on and you burn your hand. I'm going to capture this home beacon real quick so it looks like I was a team player, and then I'm going to go this way. Stu, where you at? Where you at, Stu?
I'm taking the left side beacon with my Strider with Gecko and Flux.
See, there it was. I just got Shocktrain. Just got it.
Yeah, pretty much at any given time in the game right now, you're about to die from shock trains.
Mm-hmm. This is true. Is this guy got plasma? Oh,
I think this guy feels bad shooting me.
It's an RDB. It's an RDB.
He's like, this is such a dumb setup.
Stu, have you what was it? I missed the setup. What are you rolling over there? Is it like a Shocktrain Cossack or something? What is it?
It was my Strider with Gecko and Flux on it.
Nice. Strider Gecko Flux.
Are you playing with a joystick?
I play with a controller is what I do.
Oh, hey, Risner's in here. He's in the game right now.
Yeah, I did some squads with him the other day. I gave a shout out to him earlier, but nobody heard it because I was talking about mounting things, and that's all they could focus on.
And that's all anyone was thinking about after that.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of ruined the rest of the stream here. I'm going to blow him up with my Orkins. Come on. Don't hide. Don't hide. Oh, what's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? Get him. Let me use your shield, Mr. Haiichi. Don't let those scourges get you, bro. Oh, I'm losing Orkins. Oh, I'm losing bots. I died. Okay.
Sorry, Risner.
What should I do now?
Just business.
Just business, good sir. We are enjoying a lovely 4-1 beacon advantage here. Hopefully we've dropped in on some silver tier players or something. Another wink from the Pixonic overlords. They like to take care of us. I'm gonna jump in. I don't care if this isn't smart. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, it worked.
I do that a lot.
It worked. I didn't think it would work.
I know. I see your kill up there on the screen.
Yeah, I know. Like my one kill as this dude with scourges melts my face. Oh, and I'm getting shock trained. Honestly, that's just bad manners. I have one gun left. I have nothing to.
You know what? I'll get that guy with scourges for no reason. I'll jump in randomly for you.
Get that guy. Get that guy. I'm whittling down this Kumiho with one Terran. It's kind of like that song "One Headlight," except I've got one Terran. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
One Terran.
Okay.
One Terran left.
He's not playing through Facebook Game Room. He's playing on his NVIDIA tablet. That's how he's using controller.
True.
And Dirtybot Buyer loves your emoji.
Dirtybot Buyer. I love me some Dirtybot Buyer. Welcome back to the stream, sir. Excellent, excellent subscriber. Oh. All right, got to get out of the way there. So, what else? What was our other question? We talked about avoiding shock trains. Stu said don't play, and I said be like the third guy. Adrian, do you have any shock train tips for us? Adrian's in the middle of a lightning storm. He's actually experiencing a tornado right now and being struck by lightning, simultaneously bit by a cobra. So, Adrian, while we have you, what are your fast and dirty shock train tips?
Usually when I see a player that has shock trains, obviously they have a 500-meter range on you, so I make sure that I'm out of their range. If I'm within their range, make sure that I'm near cover. And if my teammates are getting hit, then make sure that I try to create as many obstacles between, myself and my teammate. Make sure that I don't get hit by secondaries. So I think that would be my tips for avoiding shock trains.
That was a much more legitimate answer, and I like it.
It was thorough. That's what I love about Adrian. He's always very thorough with his information output.
I have my own answer that I've just created, actually.
Dare, you have an answer? You don't even know what a shock train is. You've not even ever used one, so I'm not sure anyone should pay attention to you right now. I'm
I've
melting
opened
this
up this
guy.
new site. It's in the description. It's called removeshocktrains.exe. You just download this to your computer. Make sure you put your social security in. Okay, and whenever you join a match, it'll instantly take out all shock trains,
All right.
except for yours.
All right, I'm going to go there immediately and do what you said. Not calm down, sir. .exe. Please, we're not that kind of channel, okay? We're not asking for your social security information, yet. I mean, we will later on. When we do merchandise, I figured that would be a good trade. Like, I give you a t-shirt with like the center beacon, like hand drawn with a Sharpie on it, and then you give me your social security. I feel like that's fair.
That sounds pretty legit to me.
I don't think, Adrian, you don't use a controller, do you?
Nope. I just use the touchscreen of my iPhone and iPad.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you have it. That's the man right there. Well fought, Stu. Well fought, sir.
Oh, thank you, sire. Thank you.
We were victorious. We were victorious. Basically, Stu locked down the left side. I locked down the right side. It was game over from there. These people had no chance. Okay, honestly, they're going to need some Play-Doh and some coloring books to recover from that because that was a brutal beatdown. Totally brutal. Shall we run another, sir, while we field questions from the audience?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I got to press 2 buttons. I thought it was only one. I've only done that like 75,000 times. Like I still find like ever since they moved the thing that shows you like your own stats, it's like this tiny button and it's like in the one corner of the screen now, and I just don't look at my stats anymore because I don't know how to do it. So I
know, like I keep poking up there and it doesn't work. So.
Oh, Stu, team deathmatch. Why?
Oh, you know what? This is perfect.
I mean, I love this mode.
My Flux Gecko Strider. I got.
Oh, your inappropriate bot, Stu. Where did you drop in? Are you on C right now? Is that you?
I'm on the far right. If we're facing the reds,
it's got to be you. It's got to be you. Let me see. I'm going to support you. I'm going to drop my scourges in. Where are you, sir? I see you. Oh, yeah, dear Lord, that bot is inappropriate. Stu, honestly, Adrian, do you know like a good like filter that blurs out inappropriate things on the screen? I'm sure you've had to use that before, but right now I feel like that needs to happen. Stu, that guy has dragoons. Get him. Get him, Stu. Stu, flux that guy. Flux him.
Flux capacity.
Those dragoons are no joke, man. I'm telling you.
I don't have an angle. Hold on. Since I can stride wherever the crap I want, I'm just moving.
Yeah, because Stu, your strider has about 50 dashes. Is that correct, sir? It's about 50 dashes.
Yeah, between 50 and 53. Depends on what you had for breakfast.
Okay. I had eggs and pancakes. Adrian, is now a good time to ask you what you had for breakfast? I'm not really sure. Adrian, people want to know, okay?
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon.
Bagel.
My man.
Yeah.
My man.
Honestly, Adrian, your heart health. I'm concerned now. You had bacon? Wait. Do I need to make the obvious joke? Like, people are lasering me. Like, what is going on? I'm going to have, like, a seizure or something if this keeps up. Did you have Canadian bacon, Adrian? Just tell me.
Canadian bacon.
I knew it!
So I had to check him out.
Stu, here's another myth. Are there beacons in this game? What mode are we in? There's another dragoon. It's touching me. I don't like that. Here's another myth. Is it true in Canada you can only get Canadian bacon, or can you get American bacon?
No. Well, I eat just the regular bacon, so that's American, right? Because the Canadian's basically ham, I think.
This is pretty much true. I know, it's like a misnomer or something. It's something totally like, I mean, I don't know why the world has fooled us with this stuff. Ooh, I need to get this dragoon guy and ignore my right side.
I'm not trying to be a baconologist or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and agree with what Adrian said. So,
who else here is like me?
Stu, Scourge is behind us. Scourge is behind us. Get him. Get him.
Anything for breakfast.
Oh, I'm
than
down,
eggs.
Stu. I'm down. My son doesn't like eggs, is what he's saying. He doesn't like eggs.
I would rather eat almost anything than eggs for breakfast.
Which is very strange, because I'm pretty sure eggs are like a worldwide phenomenon. People have loved them for many thousands of years.
Yes.
Not sure why we're talking about eggs. Oh, we were talking about breakfast.
You're talking about breakfast, and I chime in, and as soon as I chime in, and you guys decide to...
Did you notice how the stream went eerily quiet when you started talking about eggs? So we're going to have to look at the metrics, but we're not going to discuss eggs anymore on this stream ever, because YouTube doesn't like it, clearly.
Okay. Failed because of that conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
gotta talk about bacon.
Yeah, I know. People, did you notice?
Numbers up.
I'm looking at the metrics, and it's definitely bumped up since Adrian mentioned bacon, okay? And it doesn't appear to matter. Canadian or American bacon is just as good. So it just occurred to
Adrian's
me.
been talking about bacon on his channel for, pretty much since, time in memoriam kind of thing. So,
Adrian, is that the secret of your success? Is it bacon? Is that what's
It's
going
bacon.
on? Do you like
Have
you rub bacon on like your YouTube channel, like that song, rub some bacon on it? Is that what's going on? Stu, get out of there!
You need
I'm gonna
some,
shoot him with
bacon
Shocktrains.
grease on your screen. Bacon grease on the screen.
That's not going to help me in this match because I've forgotten that we were playing team deathmatch and I've been trying to capture this beacon over here for like the last 4 minutes and it just wouldn't turn.
Why isn't this smoke?
Stu, he's back. Oh, Spectre ECU sighting. I've never seen it before. This is the first one ever. Are you recording this? I hope somebody's getting this. This guy has an ECU on his Spectre.
Watch this.
Did you see that? Yes, Stu avenged me.
I just chunky dived onto him and he died.
Stu and I keep dropping on the right side of this map, even though it doesn't appear to be that important right now. I think we're totally ignoring the game mode. Stu and I are just brawling people over here. Stu, I'm coming.
I just got a rampage.
I'm trying to get back to you. You got a rampage? Adrian, tell us the truth. What comes after godlike? Okay? After 6 or 7 godlikes in a row, does it say Adrian Chong at that point? Is that what happens? Tell me.
Adrian Chong.
Adrian Chong! Chong!
We should have a game-wide anniversary event for his, the birthday of his channel.
Yeah, I know, right? I remember when Adrian had like 10,000 subscribers, and that was like, it was like their first, our first YouTuber got to 10,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
He's a Fruit Loops kid. No, I hate cereal too. And pancakes. The only things I'll eat for breakfast, I'll eat traditional New England breakfasts, blini or Dutch pancakes.
You eat traditional New Englanders for breakfast? That's rich in protein, I'm sure.
Breakfast.
It's
more of a dinner.
What's a traditional New? Is that like clam chowder? Are we talking about traditional New England breakfast?
It's more like ham and pie, and it basically is not breakfast food at all. I dislike breakfast food much, so.
All right, well, folks, there you had it. The burning question was, what does my son like to eat for breakfast? And now you all know, so rest easy tonight. What was the other question we never got around to answering? We've been so busy exploiting the game and cheating and talking about bacon and eggs. What was it? It was like how to deal with shock trains. We answered that pretty thoroughly.
What is the strongest dashbot? I could be wrong.
Oh, which dashbot should you buy first? Right?
Yeah.
Am I right? What do you guys say?
Yep.
What do you guys say?
For me, I'd say Bulgasari.
Okay, so do you feel the Bulgasari is the new Haiichi?
Yeah, well, a lot of the strongest builds, the Orkan, the Shocktrain, the Scourge, and which one is the other one? The Terrans. In most cases, the Bulgasari is going to win over the Heichi.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Orkan build is the one where the Heichi really wins.
It's the weapons that make the bot, huh? And the Haiichi was kind of like the dominant one.
Yeah, initially it was.
Then we have all those new and glorious, fantastic weapons. And that sort of makes the Bulgasari the standout. I know Bulgasaris are the ones that I have the most trouble with, I feel.
Yep, it's because they have just so much health and that physical shield, and then obviously the ability to corner shoot and stuff.
Yeah, that shield, man, especially if you can master angling that thing correctly. It's just like, it's such a bear to get past that thing.
It's true. I like putting my ions on it. I think that's fun.
Talk about sportsmanship.
I would need to know the definition of sportsmanship to talk about that, I think. I'm a very poor sport.
Looks like our man in the stream, Dave here, Riznor, he's the last man standing over here.
Is he stream sniping us? Is that what's happening? Oh, kill steal. Kill steal. Tell me if you agree. Kill stealing should be like an actual mode. Free for all is kind of like professional kill stealing, but I feel like it should be a mode unto itself, or it should be like separately rewarded. Like, like, oh, Center Beacon stole your kill, lol. Something like that.
Lol.
Victory. Well played, sir. Well played, Stu. Adrian, you did a good job too in that one. I feel like you contributed mightily to that victory.
He's a good backup guy.
Oh, absolutely, man. When you got Adrian Chong talking about Canadian bacon while you're playing War Robots, you cannot possibly lose. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like scientifically proven. Look at Stu with the gaudy score. Well played.
Mercury.
From the Mercury?
Yeah,
How are you liking that bot?
I love it, man. I've had it in since I got it, and I've really enjoyed it.
Nice. I played with it a
Ryan-
little bit.
Ryan Suit says you're my hero.
Which one of us? There are 3 heroes here. Well, 2.5 if you count me.
4.
Ferris Bueller.
4 heroes. Sorry, Dare. Forgot to include you.
Date night 184. He said he'd rather squad, but
What did he say? He's going on date night? Is that what's up? Date night. Mm-hmm.
how am I finding the Raven? It was a gift for having a baby.
I think he's asking what you think of it, not where you found it.
Oh, how am I? Oh, gotcha.
It was in the driveway the other day. Pretty cool. I guess somebody dropped it off. It's been pretty sweet so far.
I like it. It's just I think for most people probably need to calm down on running it like most of the new bots that have come out. Like you can't just spam it into battle because it's as pushy as a griffin
Yep.
in any of those circumstances as well. But and it's just like slightly faster. So I think that's probably where a lot of people run into issues with it. But I've been enjoying it. I like it. You have to. It's a lot more waiting. It's kind of like with the hover. Like you find like that opportunity, and then you just like swoop in and wreck someone's face from downtown or something like that.
Which one do you prefer, the Hover or the Raven?
I like the Raven myself.
I like the Raven, but I actually might prefer the hover. But I don't know. I like weird stuff. So I don't know if my opinion counts ever. So
Oh, it does. It totally counts. Even though you're. Did I not get the
guy
middle?
with my flex
I didn't get the
close to
middle.
me.
This guy's gonna shoot me before I get the middle. I jumped out of the ring.
It's okay.
It's not good.
I'll shoot him with my flux and geckos just to bother him.
Yeah, flux him up and distract him because I'm gonna come get him with my scourges.
Yes, sir. He's distracted. Also, I'm getting destroyed by.
I'm gonna get that beacon right back. All right, there we go.
Oh,
Let me get that guy. No, he's touching me with Terrans. It's not gonna work.
he's touching me.
Yeah, it's inappropriate. I don't like it. It's inappropriate touching. I feel like it's rude. I'm trying to stream, and this guy's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like shoot this
Sir,
guy."
please just stop, sir.
Oh, okay, Mister. Use cover. Oh, okay. You don't want to fight me like a man. I got it.
Oh,
I'm going through bots like nobody's business, but you know, it's a live stream. I got to pull out all the stops here.
dude, that's me in most live streams. I burn through bots so quickly because I'm talking and reading and doing everything else. Like I play so bad.
I just don't care. I figure, like, you know, like I'm with Stu. Like I'm gonna win no matter what because Stu's gonna actually play the game. He like knows the rules and stuff, which I like never pay attention to. So I'm like, I've got Stu or Adrian here. We're good, bro.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
You did it again.
What did I
Left
do?
Beacon's white.
What beacon?
Thumper Humper says you did it again. Left beacon's white.
The left beacon. I've not even been to the left
Right?
side yet.
No,
was
you
trying to get
left
to the left
it
side.
white.
I'm just gonna jump in on this guy. I don't care.
You didn't. Okay.
I didn't think I left it white. Maybe. I
Oh,
did.
Stu did? No.
No, you.
Stu doesn't make mistakes like that, mister.
No, it says this. It says done it again. Where is it? I don't even know where the comment is. Oh, Warlock, done it again. Leaves beacons white.
I have done that before. I am famous or infamous. Either way, it's good. I've done that on Springfield where they're like, "Hey, Warlock, go get the farm beacon," and I'm like, "On it, bro," and like I don't fully get it. And yeah, it was pretty terrible. So I'm gonna see. I've got like 6 hit points here, so this should probably go well.
Was
I'll
it
hop
one of
on
those?
comms on Discord with some random people, and they'll be like, "Hey, Stu, can you go grab Beacon D?" And I'm like, "I don't know letters. What?"
I don't know the beacon letters either. I'm so ashamed. I'm glad you admitted that before me. Oh my goodness.
Actually, I'm
I've
the
played
same.
this
I
game
don't I don't know the beacon letters either.
People, we don't
Yeah,
have
I-
time to learn the beacon letters, okay? We're very, very busy people. We don't have time for this. Someone else has got to tell me what the letters mean.
I also don't know the beacon letters.
There you go.
I'm like, go for the high one over by the thing that like touches that stuff on the left that's blue, you know, and people are
Yeah,
like,
it's it's
yeah,
driving directions.
I'll meet you there, you know. It's terrible. I need to touch somebody with these shock trains here, but I can't find anybody. Are we losing? We're actually losing right now. Adrian, join the stream.
Oh man, there's dragoons. Is that the same dragoon guy? No,
I
it's
don't
not. He's got 2
I
dragoon
don't know.
setups?
We're about to lose the right side. Oh goodness, this guy with the
Sorry,
unreadable
I
name.
just turned around and
Nice.
noticed that fellow.
Nice. Okay, we need to get that. I've died so many times trying to get that middle.
Let's get an Amazon drone to take a Android tablet over to Adrian.
Yeah, one of the drones. They can reach Canada, right? They could do that.
Are you going in for center?
Looks like it, I guess. Like, you know, it's like I got Dragoons,
I'm coming to
RDB.
help.
I got a Butch.
Dropping in.
They can't do anything. My shield is invulnerable. You can't hurt me. Yes. You will do nothing against Stu and I in the middle. We are on the center beacon right now. Stu, Pendous, and myself. Their whole team is over here, Stu. Whose idea was this? It's terrible.
But the center beacon is where you're the strongest.
We
That's where
are
you gain
taking
your
their
power.
home beacon right now. We're taking your spawn beacon. You're not doing anything. But Stu, get in the circle with me, bro. Get in this. Stu, where are you?
There's a guy coming up on our flank. I was trying
Stu,
to
get in the
circle.
circle with me. I'm in the red circle. They're annihilating me right here. They're touching me. I'm down. I'm down because, yeah. Stu was like, oh, yeah, Warlock. Pfft, I'll be right there, bro. Something's going down on the left side. I'll be back. Be back in a jiff, bro. And I'm like trying to capture their home beacon. Stu, that could have been epic, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
You
out.
need to get Brick in here so you can get that hand grenade.
Yeah, I know. Brick, I'm pretty sure you just killed somebody with a trident. You should probably lay low for a while. The police are looking for you. I'm just hiding back here in my Spectre. I'm like, where do I want to go? I've got 27
I'm on the
Orkans.
hotspot.
What should I
That's what
do?
I do.
I don't know. Maybe get like within 300 meters of somebody. Maybe try that. Let's see if I
There's
can.
someone moving into center.
What? Where? Oh, he's almost dead, Stu. I'm not going to get any damage off that. Come on. Come on,
That's
Stu.
what Stews are for.
Stu, let's reclaim the right. There's only 6 of them over there. We can get it. We can make it happen.
Or should we just hold our 3, maybe?
Oh, look at this guy with the shock trains. I've got OP weapons. I'm just going to come in here with, 7 hit points left on my Kumiho and take on your whole squad. No, sir. No, you will not.
No, you will not. I see your shock trains, and I raise you 2 Terrans to the face.
And 12 Orkans. I just caught a... Oh, I'm catching... Is this guy got a Spectre too? That's not fair. I'm catching a lot of splash damage. What's going on?
Here, I've got a shield if you back up.
Oh, it's a
it.
Bulgasauri. I'm going to use my special ability. It's called Pay to Win, and I just basically press it and get the beacon and the kill and like a hot girlfriend. It's pretty good. I don't know. You guys will see it. It's in beta right now. Don't worry about it. Don't mention that
I
girlfriend
thought
thing to
that
my
was
wife.
the one
I'm
that they're
married.
coming up with, where you spawn in and just a drop-down menu appears of the people on the red team, and you just select the one that you want to kill.
Yeah, exactly. Like after downloading their contacts, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I want that for my next special ability. Is what
The
I
Grim
feel
Reaper
like.
module, I think, is what they're calling it.
He blew off one of my Orkans, Stu. Honestly, is that an RDB
Dead.
Griff over there? Nobody runs that. Stream sniping. It's really, folks, I know we talk about like hunger and thirst and stuff in the world, but this stream sniping thing has got to go. I've blotted out of this game. I've crashed. That's how bad I just got my my rear end kicked here. It's just like it blew me right out of the squad, right out of the game. Stu, it's on your shoulders, sir. I'm back in the
I was dead
hangar.
before you were.
Are you out? How long have you been out? Have I been talking to have I been playing with myself? I can't say that, but have I been playing alone? Have I been playing alone this whole time? Is that what was going on?
No, I died right before you did, and so I was just watching you get killed by the Inquisitor.
Okay, Stu, next time you're out of the game before me, like, go ahead and tell me that, because I thought, like, I thought Stu was like an angel on my shoulder, and I felt invulnerable. That's probably, why my Spectre didn't pay dividends in that match there at the end. I'm pretty sure we won. You guys will never know, but I feel like we won. We'll check with Pixonic later, but I'm pretty sure we won that match, and Stu and I each had 3 million damage, so just so if you guys were wondering, you'll...
Sorry.
I'm still in the round. Looks like we are going to win, so...
Sorry, Manualidad. No swearing, even if it's in Spanish.
Yeah, don't cuss at me in Spanish because I won't know everything that you said, and I like a good laugh too. So I do look like a hillbilly. Yeah, DK says I look like a hillbilly, and I kind of do, honestly. It's kind of like my peoples; they come from the hills. So you're not going to hurt my feelings with that, DK. But you do have to live with what you look like every day of your life. So we don't need to go down that dark road right now. We can do it later. Yeah, that's I'm not sure that's appropriate in the chat either. So
Is it Manualidad again?
I think so. I think we should. Do we dox him or stream snipe him or?
Give him his first timeout. You know how to tell him timeout in Spanish? Warn him about a timeout in Spanish?
Not in an appropriate way. You know what I mean? Like I could tell him in like probably an inappropriate way. I'm pretty sure Adrian, you have a button that deletes his account, right? Can't we just do that?
I can remove.
Well, I use a Nightbot, which you can put like certain words in like a blacklist or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then it
just
deletes their War Robots account.
It automatically puts them on timeout.
All right, I'm gonna look for something that deletes their War Robots account so they can never play this game again. That's the kind of button I'm talking about.
So I'm finishing watching the end of our game there, and they just barely won with a 5 cap at the very, very end.
No!
There was like a sliver on both sides.
We lost?
Yeah, we lost. But you came in with top damage.
Mm.
4 beacons.
So 3 million damage, 14 beacons. All right, thank you. So guys, Stu has verified for you how well I played in that match. So, I mean, you would want to score well when you have... I got one bot that has 47 Orkans on it. You know what I mean? I should score well. So if you guys haven't run an Orc Inspector, it's amazing. I'm in love with it.
It's true. It's tons of fun.
Breaking Bad with a
Yeah,
mustache
level up
and
my
beard.
Orkans.
That's a compliment. Pablo, thank you. I'm taking that as a compliment. Basically, anything you guys say, I'm going to take it as a compliment. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. I only have one feeling.
Unless they're just saying that you look like what's that guy?
The guy that plays Thor. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, a lot of people are like, Thor, is that you? And I'm like, no, I'm actually a father of 5, and but I get this all the time. I look like a Norse god. I know. No, actually, the hillbilly thing actually does happen a lot, and it's one thing on a stream, but in public, it's very strange. When somebody was like, "Hey, hillbilly," and I'm like, "Yeah, how's it going? It's me."
No, I was talking about Bryan Cranston. I think someone said you look like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah,
personally think
an
you look
old
like
guy
a
with
younger
cancer.
Jeff
I don't
Bridges.
think so. What's that, Stu?
I personally think you look like a younger Jeff Bridges.
Not sure that's a compliment. Can I take that? I need to think about that for a second to see if wait, was Jeff Bridges in Tron? Wasn't he
Yes.
like the Tron guy? I'm going to go ahead and say that's a compliment then, because I love Tron. The old one. I'm a big fan of the old one. I love it.
Oh no, younger Jeff Bridges is definitely a compliment.
Was he handsome? I don't even like...
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. There you
Yeah.
go. That works. That works for me. What should we do? Should we do another battle? Should we talk about
Yeah, let's
something?
do it.
Are
Wait,
there
is this
As long
the
as
guy?
we don't do a 1v1, because I hate those. They're
Oh
so
my
boring.
god, I learned that last weekend. People were like, there's no way to invite individual players by ID, right? You can only invite the guy you challenge, and then he invites his buddies through the friends list, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Was Jeff Bridges the guy that was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
That is a question
Dan was
beyond
watching it.
beyond
Dan
my
was watching
comprehension.
it last night, and it looks like the same guy.
Are you talking about the dad?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
Kurt
don't think
Russell.
That's the same guy, no.
Come on, Dare.
That's
God.
Kurt Russell. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. I just
He must
barely
have.
glanced at it, and it looked.
That was Kurt
similar.
Russell, who would also be a compliment if you told me I look like Kurt Russell. It's not really going to happen, but it would be a compliment. Stu, I have sent you an invitation, sir. Uh-oh. I have
Oh, sorry.
received an invitation. Someone is trying to get my invitation. I sent you an invitation.
They want to
just
know
accepted.
if that's a U.S. flag on the shoulder of your T-shirt.
Am I wearing a shirt right now? Yes, it is. It turns out, much to your chagrin, I am an American. I'm a dirty, filthy American, and I love it. So if you look at my unreadable name, because the more unreadable your name is, the better the player you are. Everyone knows this. You can see those little symbols are actually flags. They're American flags. So I don't know. It's a little trivia. You guys could probably use that on somebody later. Uh-oh. I'm being stream sniped. Meek01 in % =% clan is trying to get me into his squad, but it's not going to happen because I don't squad with strangers, people. Okay, I would, but they don't really let me because you can't invite by ID. We tried to do that last weekend, and you can only get that one guy. So Stu, we got team deathmatch again, so I won't be capturing any beacons in this game.
Thank you so much.
Are you fluxing? Are you fluxing, people? Is that what's happening?
Flexing the crap out of Venom over there.
Venom.
They're gonna-
There's nothing else to do.
Is stream sniping going to be your excuse from now on? Like, you're going to be recording a video completely offline. You're not going to be streaming at all, and you're going to be like, oh, I just got stream sniped.
Yeah, like stream sniping is going to be my excuse for being late to my next dinner party. You know what I mean? I'm going to use it for everything. I mean, come on, listen to how it sounds. Oh, this guy's got the Bulgasari Shocktrain. Ubiquitous. Everybody's got it. Try being original.
Just get a health built off that guy.
Try being original, as I have one in my current hangar, but I could edit that out later.
When
You take care of that.
Throw in the shoots.
When are we bringing the surprises in?
I don't know, Dare. It's a 14-hour live stream. We need to pace ourselves, okay?
In celebration of the War Robots anniversary event, we are streaming for 4 days.
Yeah. One day for every year.
I brought my adult Depends. I don't know about you.
Oh, I wear them all the time. I'm never without them. What are you kidding? I just used mine just a few minutes ago. I mean, not to gross anybody out. Hey, thanks for the subscriptions, people. Be sure you click all those buttons. If you've joined us recently, you've heard some many strange and wonderful things. But don't forget to also go to Stu and Adrian's channels, as if you haven't already, as if you don't already live there. And if by some miracle of modern science you haven't subscribed, please do so. And then also, I think you can click all the buttons on my YouTube except for the thumbs down. Everything else should be good. Click thumbs up, click notifications, click subscribe, click whatever you want, except for the thumbs down. Don't do that. And yeah.
What's stream snipe? Stream snipe is when someone's streaming and you watch their stream and try to line it up where you spawn in with them so you can go kill them. Like it's big in like especially battle royale games. Like you'll try to land in there. You don't have any intention to try to win the game. You just want to kill the streamer.
Yeah, AKA you're a big jerky jerk is what that means, basically. Subscriptions. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
He's trying to catch me.
Just put a bucket under your chair and forget the Depends.
Where are you, Stu?
Get
there
the
you are.
Idiocracy floating chair toilet.
That's what I want. I want a chair toilet or a chairlet with a bucket underneath, and then just like a big rubber tube that I eat, like whatever that like sour cream like mixture was that they just slurp to survive. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I mean, like, why mess around? Why get out of this chair? Honestly,
I could get behind eating sour cream. I love sour cream.
Sour cream is
what
pretty
I've always
good.
wanted to do is get a jar of mayonnaise and put vanilla pudding in it and eat it in public.
I hate mayonnaise so much.
Stu's taking us to a dark place right now that we may not want to
Like
go.
vanilla pudding instead of mayonnaise, so people think you're eating it. I just think it'd be hilarious.
That way, I don't know. Like, maybe this is why I'm playing like doo-doo, is because Stu is saying really crazy things to me right now. Like, I was not expecting this.
Have you seen what some people do? They take donuts and like plain donuts that look like they're supposed to be filled, and then they put mayonnaise in it instead of like filling and give it to people.
No, I've not. I don't spend as much time on the internet as you do. Ironically,
It's pretty evil.
Thank you for that subscription, sir. Thank you. Let me see. That was my, what was that? My fifth bot? I feel like that was my fifth bot. Let me get over here. Stu on the radar, if you can see, is surrounded by reds. Let me try to help him out a little bit here. Stu. Oh, you're on the roof with that thing. Good lord. Look at that. Have you guys seen this thing? I mean, like, I like big guns and everything, but that thing is ridiculous.
It's
Honestly.
pretty funny.
Stu,
I
someone
highly
is approaching
recommend
your
it.
position.
The only reason I run it is because it makes me laugh the entire time I'm running it.
Geckos and a flux on a.
See that kill right there with the flex?
Dang, you did get that kill. Nice job.
It's actually not impressive, but yeah, I just thought.
No, it's impressive. It's more impressive than what I've been doing lately. I've been running around just like a hooligan here. Subscription, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Steady stream of subscribers.
Appreciate you. Yeah, it turns out that YouTube Academy is right when you actually like remember to mention things like that. People actually do it. Like I'm always like, oh, that's dumb. People know, but it's like it actually works out pretty good when you actually remember to remind people to press buttons and things that help your channel.
Unless you're streaming on Twitch, then they leave. I've learned that from experience. Unless they talk in the chat, if you mention you have viewers, they tend to leave on Twitch.
If you mention you have viewers?
If you say, oh, we have 3 viewers, you'll like be there for, and then a few seconds later, I have 0 viewers now.
Oh, or
unless they talk in the chat, you can't mention them, I've learned.
Really? So is that like, I mean, what is that? Is that like voodoo or something? I mean, like, what are we talking about? Is this like...
I don't know. All I know is I've had more success only bringing up viewers if someone's specifically talking to me.
I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Maybe that only happens to you. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about sample size? Because that's a thing.
It happens to all my friends that are streamers.
All your friends? Yeah, like you have like 2 friends that stream occasionally, and their channel like went defunct. Like, I mean, who are we talking about here? Do you have any idea? See, Dare doesn't know because he doesn't play War Robots, strangely. But we're talking to like 2 of the biggest like YouTube streamers out there, channels. These guys have millions of subscribers. I mean, like they're fabulously wealthy. I mean, I don't think you understand like the magnitude that we're playing at right now. You're lucky. You're lucky to even be here, Dare. Okay. If I didn't bring you into this world, you wouldn't even be here. Literally.
My voice is copyrighted.
Oh. Man, I haven't had a kill in like 12 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I'm talking too much.
Sorry, man.
Are you kill stealing me? Am I being stream sniped and kill stolen? Ugh. Terrible.
Adrian
kill with the
has-
gecko. That's like even worse.
Almost 100,000.
Adrian is big time. That's the he was like the first
I'm
guy.
pretty small for the channel.
Stu has 20,000. I mean, that's somewhat close to 1 million. It's closer than I am. I'll give you guys that.
It's closer than you'll ever be. That's true.
We'll see about that.
I'm gonna go to my bread and butter here. We're just gonna shock train some people, and I'm gonna read the chat. This will be way easier for me rather than trying to actually play.
The saving grace of Shocktrain is it saves your stream. You can just Shocktrain away. You don't have to worry about the pesky aiming or anything.
No, you don't even have to play. This is autopilot. See, look, my hands are not even on the controller right now. I mean, it's wonderful. I love it. Adrian, do you ever look back at like your really old videos and you're like, man, what the hell was I doing?
I was looking at my very first video I remember I did, and I was like, man, I didn't even have game sounds in that video. Because I was trying to actually figure out how to include game sounds. I think I might have recorded with, was it Show or something? I can't remember what the name of the software was.
Uh-huh.
And it gave me game lag, and I couldn't record game sounds. But I recorded anyways, and I put it on my channel. That was my very first video.
Nice.
I almost just took out 2 Inquisitors with that Strider.
Oh, are you still in that thing? Stu, honestly.
I just got out.
You got to be annoying some people right now, because first of all, they're like, what the hell is that thing? And then second of all, they're like, is he still in it? Is that his first bot? This isn't possible.
That Venom guy over there,
yeah.
He was trying to come at me for a good chunk of the game, but you can't, if you don't want to be touched in that thing, you pretty much don't.
Yeah.
Have to.
Stu, I'm backing you up, even though I have a 500-meter weapon. I'm right behind you for some reason. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now.
I appreciate that, man. I can feel it. I feel it.
There you go. You feel my presence. Feel me close. I'm close. I'm right behind you. Oh, to our left, Stu. It's another Shocktrain and or Scourge Bulgasari. Surprise. Shocking.
Looks like he's got noob trains on.
They're not noob trains. There's some skill. I got to turn the game on. Jeez, give me some credit. If I don't load the app, like I can't play now, can I? Okay, so please, credit where credit is due, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stu, where are they? Oh, there he is!
He just appeared behind me?
Yeah,
oh, no.
Yeah, the dude that just spawned in your butt. Yeah, he's right there.
I got a couple of shots in his crotch there with my organs before.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you get the crotch shot in before you go down, I mean, that's all that matters.
I need to start uploading on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that helps. That helps if you actually upload things. So
I mean, right now I don't have my equipment though.
He's talking about the fact that I have his lights in my office for this, so you can see my beautiful face. Because without all the special effects right now, I'd be even more frightening, more terrifying than I already look.
And no green screen or face cam, so I can't do anything. I'm completely locked down right now.
That's true. That's true. You are on lockdown. And he's grounded, so he's really on lockdown. That's true.
There you go.
I gained 4 subscribers, and I can't even upload for them right now.
Yeah, see, he gained subscribers off of my stream a couple weekends ago, or whatever that was.
I gained 1 subscriber from your stream.
It was literally tens of subscribers he gained.
I only have 10 subscribers. My Twitch is much more popular.
NordVPN. Actually, I used Windows Movie Maker for the longest time on my channel.
So did I. So did I. That's where I started too. It's so easy. You know what I mean? You can just, I mean, it's amazing. I love it.
Yep. Quite easy. So now I use DaVinci Resolve, which is also free.
Ooh.
Has like any features where Windows.
That is, and it's very high end too. That is very pro, like pro style. It's amazing. I tried using that one. Yeah, I messed with that a little bit before I went to the one that I use now.
What are you using now? Like Sony Vega or something?
Hit Film. It's called Hit Film.
Hit Film's free too.
Yep.
With Sony Vegas costs money. Unless your college just happens to have it, which some do.
True.
But I don't think you're still in college, are you? Last time I checked, you weren't.
No, I was in college for 27 years, and then I finally graduated with a degree in underwater basket weaving, so I'm pretty proud of that fact.
That's a good degree, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's terribly lucrative. Absolutely. You can see all the success it's led to. Hence this live stream.
Hence this live stream.
Hence me live streaming, with my 10 cup out, begging for donations and, change off the street. I'm like Oliver Twist, like, sir, may I have some more? May I have some more, please? Please, sir. Support my war robots habit, won't you?
Then an hour and a half since you start streaming, I think the surprises need to come after your game finishes.
You think after this one?
I think after this one.
Stu, you're not going to stay for the surprise? That's terrible. Go be with your family.
I'll stay for the surprise, but I'll head out.
You're gonna like the surprises, folks. Stu has a life, and so does Adrian. They can't just be on here all the time. They have very important things to do. Okay, Stu has now, shockingly, the same amount of children that I do, so we're terribly busy. It's crazy.
And I'm the ripe old age of 30.
Tell me when the game ends.
Stu, you don't look a day over 17. Honestly, that's what I would say.
That's because I wear Zac Efron cologne. No, I'm just kidding.
Do they have that? Where is that at?
No,
can I get that on Amazon?
Yes, you can. It's only on Amazon UK, the British one.
Is that like the same place that you get, like, I don't even know if I could say it, but a certain cologne from a certain movie with a certain Will Ferrell set in a certain 1970s? I don't even know if I want to say that. I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to go to a dark place
and
right
it's
now.
illegal in 9 countries.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Amazon.ca.
The Canadian one.
I'm being
Adrian
shot.
Can verify that for us.
Adrian probably has that cologne. He probably does. Yeah.
The cool thing
on my channel on that next week. So
I've learned from movies is that if you live in Canada, it's kind of like living in an arcade game.
That's not actually true. Only in Scott Pilgrim is that true. See, people think that. Adrian, can you confirm or deny that if you live in Canada, like Scott Pilgrim does, that your life is like a video game? Is that true? True or false?
like
Confirm or deny.
That could be true. That's why I play this game, right?
Yeah, because Adrian, your life kind of is like a video game. So I mean, that's like we've kind of got our own Scott Pilgrim here. I think that's literally the truth. That's literally the truth.
It has to be Toronto.
Sean McLaughlin in chat says jazz flute. I'm totally unprepared for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't dox where Adrian lives, okay? I told you we'd put his address in the stream chat
Toronto?
later. Yeah.
He lives in Toronto?
He doesn't live in... He lives in, like, the Northwest Territories or something, okay? That's all I know about Canada. I know there's some territories, all right? Or maybe that was part of the United States once upon a time long ago or something, but...
Quebec,
I'm just trying to get a kill in this game, honestly. Like, I can't
Montreal.
find anybody to shoot. We're losing right now, Stu. We need to step it up.
Makes it feel any better. I'm 3 of the 10 kills with the enemy team now.
Don't you love it when you're that guy? You're like, you're accounting for like the balance of the deaths in Team Deathmatch. I'm not sure. I heard there were other modes in War Robots, but I feel like we're only getting TDM right now. So perhaps we have been doxxed.
I actually have a spreadsheet on there, man. And with my stats, like according to my spreadsheet, I get Team Deathmatch. Well, before they put everything together with King of the Hill, but before I was getting Team Deathmatch, literally over the course of like 60 matches, I was getting it. It was 68% of the time.
Alaska is part of Canada, noobs? No, it's not. Just because it touches Canada doesn't mean it's part of Canada. Just like how Maine, Washington, none of those states are part of Canada. They touch Canada, but just because they touch it doesn't mean it's part.
Can we just back up and
not Southern Canada?
Can we back up and go to the part where Stu said that he tracks the modes he gets on a spreadsheet? I feel like we zipped past that, and it's worth exploring. I mean, like, I don't track my own, like, bank account or finances on a spreadsheet. So you're tracking the modes you're being landed into?
Yeah, when things bother me in the game, I look into them, and that's the feedback I provide is data.
Oh,
they say that they like that. So.
Nice. You know what I do when things bother me in the game is I just rage quit. That's what I do. Yeah. Oh, it works great. You don't have to deal with it anymore. The problem goes away. Yeah. No, it's wonderful. Works really well.
No,
Tell me when the game ends since I have the delay. That way I can go get the surprises.
Somebody's on. Are you on a stream snipe delay? Is that what they're saying?
Everyone who's watching the stream's on a delay.
Is that how the internet works? I've always wanted to know. There's a delay. There's certainly a delay in my reflexes right now. I'm playing horribly in this
Sorry,
game.
Warlock. I just got you shot in the brain.
I don't blame people for that. You know, I've had people apologize to me before. They're like, "Oh, I got Shocktrain. You got bleed over damage. Sorry."
Dominic, shout out for Maine. Where you like Banger, Bar Harbor? What are you interested in there?
I gotta get off this thing. That guy has stealth. No. I think I account for 17 of the 17 kills that they have right now. I think that's what's going on.
That's
Hampton, Caribou.
Dominic, what part do you like? Portland, Maine.
Stu, I'm not far behind you here, man. I'm almost on my last spot too. Oh, this guy. Honestly, it's the one Terran guy. There's no way this guy's just like he's just gonna be here all day. I'm just gonna snipe you with this, bro. Fortunately, it's only like level 2. It like barely scratched me. I'm not sure what's going on.
Portland, Maine is much better than
Plasma Ancelot you're coming up on.
That guy was, I mean, he was wonderfully happy just to do like the one Terran, like all day, just sitting there doing one Terran. I don't have the patience for it.
Team camp match, man. Yep.
I know, I can't camp. This is why I'm on their side of the board right now. I have to charge. Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm the same way, except for that last round with the Strider, just because it makes me, it just is funny to me.
Hey, Stu, if you're not doing anything, could you come over here and, never mind.
Portland, Maine, superior to Portland, Oregon.
Lost all my bots.
I'm dead again. Are you out, Stu?
Out before you dropped into your
What? Once again, Stu has abandoned me. Stu has left me to fend for myself. Stu, we're only down 22 to 11. I feel like this is well in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah,
you'll bring it back. You'll bring it back.
Oh yeah, I'm in my Shocktrain Bulgasaria. There's no stopping me. This guy has a Spectre. We're so pay to win right now that like no one is going to be able to like handle this. Yeah,
Nick
we got
says
this.
Australia. Shout out to Australia.
I'm just gonna let my inner pay to win come out. What's up, Nick G? Ooh, Bulgasaria Shocktrain. I just got it. It was pay to win on pay to win, so that's what happened there. Is that like when the like unstoppable force meets the immovable object? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Because that's what I feel like happened. He shot me and I shot him, and really nothing much good was accomplished.
Australia is part of Brazil? No.
Yeah.
I heard that's true.
That's a new thing. Yeah, I think that just happened the other day, for sure.
Yes, I heard the continent of Australia was the same as the continent of South America. I heard they're pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You broke another leg? What? No, I only broke the one leg.
Yeah. I mean, how many legs do you want him to break for you people? Honestly. He's already given you one.
Yeah, I'm content with just breaking that one because I have an unfortunate resistance to pain medication that I guess genetically inherited from my dad, so none of that did a dang thing for me. That's cool.
Dang. Revealing some genetic secrets here. Look
at
this.
I see. Look at this. It's time for the surprises. You're out of the game. I guess I gotta go get the surprises.
I guess he's gonna go get the surprises, folks. We're gonna really blow your doors off here. This is what I do on my channel. I try to do things that other people can't do, like bring you live baby cougars straight from Africa. The African cougar is actually an endangered species. See, I just got a subscriber right there because people were like, "What? Endangered African cougars on the center beacon? I got to see that." So they subscribe. They want to see these things, and it's gonna be pretty amazing. We're gonna go get them out of the kennel out back because that's what we do: is raise dangerous cats, dangerous large cats. Boy, we got our butt kicked in this game, Stu. I mean, I feel like 27-17 isn't really close, and they're only down one guy. I feel like people, is it stream abandoned? I feel like that's what happened, is people like doxed us by like knowing that we were in a stream, and they're like, oh, we'll show these guys. They think they're big time. Thank you for that subscription, Simon. Appreciate that. Yeah, so they get on they snipe us.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, they snipe us from our own team. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. What does that say? Sure. Defeat? Oh, I'm so not used to seeing that screen with all these pay-to-win bots. That's terrible. Terrible defeat. Whew. Man. Oh, I got a thing. Look at that. It looks like like Voltron's going to pop out of there. Oh, look, I got the master crate. I think it was funny when they added these crate things. Like, guys got these after like 3 days. They had the best one, and I'm like, oh, what's the bronze one do? And it has like 7 silver in it and like a component for like a ballista or something, I'm only now to the master crate. So you can see all my glorious rewards, be totally jealous. Look at that, ballista components. I know you all hate me.
Kenneth Johnson with a donation.
That was a tough game for us, dude. That was tough. Oh, Kenneth Johnson. Yeah. Whoa. I got the alert late on that. Yeah. Super chat. What's up? Thank you, sir. $10 donation. Very much appreciated. I can tell my wife. Every time after I do this, my wife was like, how long are you doing this for again? 3 hours? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, but look, the peoples love it. Look at what they've given us. You know, go forth and buy granola bars with this $10 I've provided you, woman. I'm going to do my emoji for that guy. Don't forget, you can use my emoji when you do the super chat. Look at that. It's me on a shoots. Adrian, are you still there? Or did you go to sleep some time ago?
Still, yeah.
You still here? Okay. What do you think about that last? What do you think about TDM, Adrian? It's pretty rough, huh?
My most hated game mode.
I know, right?
It's so boring because.
Oh my God,
just
African
like-
cougars! Ah! Look at this. No, I can't hold one. I'm trying to click buttons. Look at no. Don't get him. Don't get him too close to the screen.
Look at these puppies.
Don't get him too close to the screen. Oh man, look at these things. Deadly African cougars. Baby cougars.
Look at all these puppies.
They're gonna pee on the keyboard.
Oh my God, do they pee too?
Have to show
No.
them off.
Look at this. So my son's dog had puppies, so that's why we have. They're not African cougars, but they are adorable little animals of some type here.
Handfuls of puppies.
Yeah. Was that like? Yeah, that thing was growling. Did you hear that thing? He was just like.
I want one.
Look at this. Yeah.
Sorry,
so
we're not selling any of them. We're keeping all.
these will be available on my merch, centerbeaconmerch.com later on, where, you know, people do t-shirts and coffee mugs. I do live animals, so I think that that'll be pretty good. These are deadly African lions. We smuggled these in from the Dark Continent. That's what we did. You can see here. I think you can see. They're not stuffed animals. Nope, they're not stuffed animals. They're adorable little puppies. My son is quite enamored of them.
No tenemos regalos aquí hoy.
Send it in a box to Florida. These puppies can't do Florida.
Yeah, a box with holes, right?
No,
Air
too hot
holes?
in Florida.
Air holes and some lettuce. You know what I'm saying?
Too hot
That'll work.
in Florida.
This one's not. I don't even know if this one's awake. I'm not sure what he's doing.
It's the biggest one, so he's probably asleep.
So yeah, adorable puppies, people. That's what you get on here. We bring you adorable puppies. We bring you Stupendous. We bring you Adrian Chong. Where else can you get this kind of entertainment for absolutely no cost whatsoever to yourself, except for, you know, some painful euphemisms about mounting Mount Everest and, you know, a little bit of your time. That's it.
$100.
That's it. What's that?
He's willing to give you $100 for a puppy.
Sold. Yeah. No, here he comes through the internet right to your door for $100. No, we can't sell it. We're giving them away. Many of these are already spoken for by the neighbors.
Yeah, for
so
me. Every single one. We're keeping all 9. We're going to have 11 dogs.
yeah, we're not going to have 11 dogs. I don't even want to have 2 dogs. Thank you for that subscription, sir. Appreciate that.
Dirk Oliver.
Dirk Oliver, you are a gentleman and a scholar. All right, Dare, what do you say you put the deadly African cougars back in their adamantium cage that we keep them in? And they can be sent to Antarctica. Yes, worldwide shipping is available.
Worldwide shipping is not
Yep,
available.
absolutely. Thank you for saying I'm awesome. That's always a compliment. Yeah. So, Stu, I heard that you have to leave us. Is that true?
Yeah, yes, sir. You got to get dinner rolling.
Oh, dang. See, not only is Stu making all these awesome videos for you guys to watch, but he's also cooking dinner for his entire gigantic family. What are you guys having tonight?
Well, someone's bringing us dinner, and I've got to get the kiddos going and stuff.
Okay, so, Stu, there's a big difference between you telling us you've got to get dinner going and someone just bringing you your meal, okay?
Yeah, you should see the table. No, there's some people in our neighborhood since we had the baby and stuff. Like a bunch of people decided they were going to bring us meals, but
That's nice.
yeah, so-
That's nice, but next time, don't try to church it up. Just tell us the truth that people are providing you your meals. See, when you're a big-time YouTuber, like, this is what happens. People bring you your meals. Like, Stu's in here, like, in his office, like, you know, and, like, here comes the filet mignon, you know, here comes the T-bone and stuff, you know. It's like, I asked for baby carrots. These are regular carrots. Get this out of here. That's what happens when you're big-time like Stu. But I like how he phrased it. Oh, I got to get dinner rolling. You know, I'm going to be doing some cooking in the kitchen. You know, I'm gonna turn the plates on, and I'm gonna preheat the forks and the knives on the table.
Bringing it, and my kids are scattered around the neighborhood, so I've got to gimp around, and because I limp like pretty hard right now, so I've got to limp around the neighborhood and gather my kids up.
Oh man, you got to go chase them down on their big wheels. Dominic M donates $9.99. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Much love to you. You are a very kind scholar and a gentleman. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Stu, are you still in a cast or what? What's going on? Do you have that scooter thing? Like, are you on like one of them scooter, like a knee on a scooter deal? Do you have that?
No, so they actually didn't do a cast because everything they did for me is on the inside of my leg. So like it's a giant metal rod that they drilled like all the way down, long way through my bone to make space for it, and then secured it with screws. And so my bone's not going anywhere from the inside, and I definitely can't kneel on anything, like much less a scooter, because that they drilled the hole from the top of my lower leg, so there's no kneeling happening.
That sounds horrifying, Stu. I mean, honestly, that's like I was just thinking like, you know, they splinted it and put you in a cast, but apparently they have bored a hole through the long axis of your lower leg, and I'm not really sure if you can't even ride a scooter. How can you chase down your children? Like, where's your wife? She needs to get out there.
Wow.
She needs to get out there and help you.
She just squirted out a kid, so.
Boy, they always have that excuse, don't they? I'm always like, oh, how long are you going to ride that scooter?
So, highlight of the stream, right, guys?
I just pushed out a human life. Yeah, I don't know if the African cougars were the highlight of the stream. I kind of feel like, you know, somewhere between like Everest and, you know, drilling a hole through Stu's leg was maybe a bigger highlight. But
I don't know. I think Adrian's clarification of bacon, that was my highlight.
yeah, indeed, that they do get American bacon in Canada. Nobody knew. Things you never knew. Bye, Frog TV Logs. See ya.
So anyway, well, I'm gonna get heading. It was a blast. We
Yes,
should do it more often.
Absolutely, Stu. A pleasure. Thank you very much for stopping by. And again, people, if you haven't gone to Stu's channel, I know there's maybe one or two of you out there that accidentally wandered in here from somewhere else on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to the great and wonderful Stu Pendous.
A puppy for some German beers.
All right, Stu. Take care, brother. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you guys. See you,
Bye,
Adrian.
Stu.
See you, Raid.
Bye. A puppy for some German beers. I don't think it's worth that. I don't think that's worth it.
Are we being offered bartering? Like, are we getting trades? We need to consider some of these. German beer, like from actual Germany, because that could be good. We could do that. Foggy One Gaming. Yes, Foggy is a wonderful human. I like me some Foggy. He's great. Thank you for the great show, Aaron. What's up? Guerrilla Warfare. What's up? Yeah. Nope, no giveaway. Unless you're just interested in love or Adrian Chong providing you information about bacon. From the middle of Germany. What is it? What is that? The middle of Germany?
It's not.
Where is that?
You mean Deutschland?
Deutschland. So Adrian, you did a stream earlier, right, buddy? What did you guys cover on your stream?
I just played on the Skirmish game mode.
Oh,
There's a lot of, a lot of the times players want to see me play, I guess, in the lower levels of the game. Because usually when they watch my videos, it's always like max level stuff, Mark 2, level 12. So I figured, you know what, let me play on Skirmish. That way I'm up against everyone who has the same level stuff as me. So
I'm going to try that right now then. I'm going to go with that. That sounds like a good plan to continue this. And sadly, Adrian is iOS only. So we can't play together. One day we're going to have to try to make it happen, Adrian. You're going to have to get some sort of Android device.
Or you could use Mom's phone.
Or I could play on iOS. It's true. I wouldn't know how to work it, but I could do it. What do you think, Adrian? Is Android ever going to happen for you, or is it iOS only?
No, I think eventually I will get an Android device. I was actually thinking of switching the BR account to that, so I can kind of keep things.
Oh, that makes
separate.
sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Adrian, can you tell us how clean Moscow is compared to Toronto?
It's quite a bit cleaner. Actually, you know what I noticed? Well, when I was in Moscow, a lot of things, like you have this picture in your head of what Russia should look like. But when I was there, it looked a lot like actually Toronto. There were some parts that reminded me of Toronto, even like the subway system and everything. But generally, it seemed like a lot cleaner. Overall, it seemed a lot cleaner. And also, what was really cool about Moscow is that they actually had decorated the city for your arrival.
For your arrival, they were like, Adrian Chong, oh my god!
they had decorated it for Easter, so they had like all these like Easter eggs and stuff on like trees, and they had like a giant
Nice.
Easter egg which they had
Mhm.
kind of decorated was in one pot. But that was
Mhm.
different. They don't do that in Toronto. I don't know about the city where you are, but yeah, very
Yeah.
different.
They do holidays
Yeah,
pretty serious here.
Easter, though, is a huge thing in Russia. That's
Mhm.
like probably one of their biggest holidays there, if not their biggest.
True that.
Yeah,
Even when, like, I think it was like when Stalin was trying to get rid of as much religion, he allowed even his government-owned stores to sell Easter stuff because it's such a big deal to Russians.
There you go.
yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. And I know you're asking yourself, why does my son know that? It's because he's homeschooled. It's because we try. My wife and I are just fabulous homeschool teachers. Mostly my wife, but I like to take some credit there once in a while, too. I'm shooting this guy. So, what was your impression of, what were you expecting when you went to Russia? Because I just imagine, like, lots of angry people, like, swilling vodka, just chain smoking all the time. It wasn't like that exactly?
You know what's funny is when I arrived, I was going through customs. So the guy asked me, "Do you like vodka and like cabbage?" So
Vodka and cabbage.
That was the thing that he asked me. I just laughed. But I think I was really surprised by, like when I arrived at the Pixonic headquarters. I think I was surprised by a lot of things. The CEO, I think that was what surprised me the most. He seemed pretty humble, but also very straightforward. I think is a big bit. Like I walked into the office and they were introducing me to all the different like departments and stuff, and then they took me to the CEO. And usually, like in North America, I know the CEO usually has like his own office, right? Like who the CEO
the
is.
corner office, and he's got a Lambo in the parking lot type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, windows.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they just took me to like a desk where everyone else was working, and he was sitting there with his laptop, and he was just working like everyone else was.
All right.
So that kind of surprised me, and
I can dig it.
and then like just before I did like my presentation to them, he actually came into the one boardroom because I was talking to someone else, another developer, and he just told me that like when I do my presentation, just not to hold back if there's like a lot of bad things to mention it because he wanted to hear and the others wanted to hear about it as well. So he was very like they wanted to hear about the problems so that they could, I guess, address it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they knew a lot of it, but they just wanted to, I guess, to hear. They're willing to listen. So that was a really good thing.
Now, did you go there just for that, or were you like on holiday and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to be swinging through Moscow. It'd be pretty cool if I could swing by and like get some free robot swag." Is that what happened?
It was actually more for that presentation. Like I don't do so well actually when it comes to like long flights and stuff. I used to go to South Africa quite a bit, but a couple of years ago I picked up a really bad inner ear infection, which kind of affected my balance. I don't do well on flights, but I felt it was the right time to go to visit them, because as you know, there's a lot of like bad things that have been happening in the game, and I know that change was happening. So I figured, well, if I'm going to create the most change, to kind of now would be the time to do that, because I had spent quite a while kind of building that bridge between the players and Pixonic. So I figured that would be the best time to do it. So hopefully we get to see some positive change. I have seen a couple of things happen since then, which were good. So, hopefully they continue on that train.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I caught like a social media post or picture of you briefly, like with, it looked like maybe that was the CEO, and you were wielding like this giant scourge or something. Is that like, did you get to keep that? Like, what's the deal there?
That was, I think that was James. What's funny is I spoke to him just before my presentation, and he was like, where are you from? So I was like, well, I'm from Canada, but I'm originally from South Africa. And he's like, well, I'm actually originally from South Africa too. I was like, wait, he's from South Africa too. What's he doing in Moscow?
It's a small world.
So but he, I think he's responsible for designing like the maps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we took a photo, and those models or whatever, the weapons were actually made from wood. So
Oh.
pretty heavy. So they were like mini like mock-ups of it, like prototypes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got to work out there. That's cool.
Where can you find the picture? I think is it posted on the Instagram or something?
I don't
should
know.
actually post it on mine.
I don't know where I saw it. I think, you send me a lot of personal and inappropriate photos sometimes, so I think maybe that's where I caught it, but I'm not sure we
It's
should...
like, ooh, this picture slipped.
Yeah, I'm not sure we should share that with the larger audience, but I think I just won Skirmish mode. I think I'm pretty much the solely responsible for this victory here. I think, indeed, we did it. We won Skirmish. Victory. Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would love to go to Moscow and get to meet the president and, get to do all that cool stuff. You probably had, they had a motorcade for you and all this stuff. I bet it was pretty great.
I want to visit Russia, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, I've got a banging deal here on the Raging with 2 Tempests. Let's see.
Russia and Ireland.
Do that later.
If World Robots ever brings you out to Russia, you got to bring me, too.
I don't think it works that way. I don't think, you can take your children. I don't think that's, allowable, is it?
I think so.
I don't know. I would worry about you, son. Because I would be doing fabulous things at, Pixo HQ, and you would be
I
probably...
would have to translate for you.
Learning the evils of vodka. You don't speak Russian. You know how to say, dog and stuff. That's it.
You know zero Russian. I can translate for you.
No, I could make myself understood in any language quite easily.
Use Google Translate. That's what I had to use.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet Anna? No, she probably wasn't there, huh?
No, she was.
Oh, she was? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she flew in for you. I see how it is. I can barely get her to return my text, and here she is. She's she's navigating through Europe for Adrian. I see how it is. Oh, what's up? Thank you for that subscription, sir. Dirty Bot Buyer says it's not on Instagram, so I think you're going to have to make some of that available
Facebook?
for us. Something.
Maybe Facebook?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see if I have I'm pretty sure I have a picture of... I don't know if I have a picture of that one. I do have one of the CEO.
That's inappropriate.
Nice.
Hide that.
Yeah, definitely hide those inappropriate things. If you guys are just tuning in, we're sitting in with... or actually, Adrian Chong is sitting in with us. We're playing some Skirmish mode. We had Stu Pendous on earlier. We demonstrated the deadly and dangerous African cougar, which is a.k.a. our hound dog had puppies recently, so don't call the authorities. We didn't really have endangered species on the show, although that would make for a good stream.
I mean, I think that,
we're just having a good old time.
I think they're the only Snixies.
Yeah, Snixies. They combine the 2 dogs' names.
So I have a question for you on this map.
Do it.
Have you jumped off the edge of Carrier?
Oh, yeah.
Last stream.
How many times have I not done that is the question. Goodness. Yeah, I've done it. I did it live last weekend, totally intentionally, though. I just wanted to show the viewers what was up, what not to do. That's what I do. And, yeah, it was horrible. And I've also fallen through the fan blades, so don't do that, too. Just like Iron Man in that Avengers movie. Look at this guy. There he goes. Fall off, bro. Yes. Bye, Tyrone. Yes. Oh, that was great. Good timing, Adrian. Did you see that? That was wonderful.
I'm seeing it now.
Maybe he was stream sniping me, and he was like, "I'll demonstrate," But yeah, that's what happens. He was like, "Oh my God, it's the center beacon. It's the guy who knows Adrian Chong. I got to get him." And he jumped right off the damn carrier. That was perfect. Perfect timing, brother. Thank you. Is the red team on my side of the board? I feel like something's gone horribly awry. And we only have 3 players. That would probably have something to do with it. I'm going to shoot this guy who's dead stick real quick. Total exploit.
What if we bring in another surprise?
I don't know if I can stand any more surprises.
What if instead of having me moderate, we have your other child?
My other child, my many other children that I have.
We want to bring him in and introduce him to the stream?
Yeah, we could do. Just put him on your microphone.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, put him on your microphone.
Yeah.
But don't leave, though, because if something technical happens, I'm going to require your assistance. Until Dane proves himself. He's talking about his brother Dane, my other producer / assistant / child. We're going to bring him in at some point. It's, going to be fabulous for you guys. Man, this game is... Ooh, I was inside the shield. Now I got to get back in there. This game is crazy right now. See if I can get that guy. He doesn't know where he's being shot from. He's like, what? Now he's on a reload.
I'll see what I can do about getting an extra special guest. If we can get
An extra
two
special guest. Yeah.
I'll get Dane to come up here and moderate, and
Yeah.
I'll work on that other special guest.
We're just full of surprises here at the Center Beacon.
Be right back.
Oh, where did that guy go? He stealthed from me. Here he is. Oh, I got taken out. Got taken out.
What do you think about this this map?
I love it. I love it. I dug the whole Avengers thing with like the helicarriers and that whole deal. And I really like this map. I think it's pretty dynamic. There's lots of different little like angles and levels and things. So I've had a good time with it so far.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite map right now because there's a lot of brawling, but you can also snipe with it, and I like the dynamic that you can actually fall off it.
Yeah, I think it's our first lethal map, right?
Yeah, I think they're doing that with the is it the castle map?
Yeah.
That like bottomless pit that you could fall.
Yeah.
Oh, did that guy just? I was watching your live stream. I think he fell off the edge.
Did he? Did I miss it? Where is
I don't know. I think he may have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because people get excited and they're like, "Oh man!" See if I can hit that guy and then hell dive or whatever it's called on this guy.
Andy's like, I like this map, but not his favorite. What is your favorite map, Andy?
Carrier map rocks, says Sean. Andy, reply to us. You've been summoned. Yeah, I like Carrier. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Dead City. I still love that map, even though it's like, pretty straightforward, pretty simple.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. Dead City, Moon, Valley, and Carrier. I think those are my favorite.
Yeah, I like Moon Map a lot too. That one's just like, it's a pretty map too. I love the skybox on that one where you've got like, you can see Earth in the background when you turn around and everything. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty fun mode. This isn't bad. I'm not earning any resources or anything right now, but, I can handle this.
I think you do earn some silver, but it's not like...
Oh, really?
Your normal, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's rating that's not affected. Maybe that was it. Like, you don't lose rating, but you earn...
I don't think you earn gold either, but I think you earn some silver, which is kind of good because for those that don't have, like, premium, I guess... But you earn that anyways if you play, so.
Gold is fairly plentiful right now, I've noticed. Like, I'm not having a problem, like, accumulating gold, it seems like, with the way that
that's
kind of changed things a little bit.
Like.
Hello, Dane. Dane, my other son, joins us live on the stream for the first time. Yes. Hello, Dane. Dane, don't say anything too weird. People aren't used to you yet, okay? They've got to kind of, like, get to know you a little bit. If you say something totally out of left field, if you start talking about Doge tacos or something, they're not going to know what you're saying.
I know.
Dane also used to play robots once upon a time. I've purchased many a Rogatka and things for him.
Yes, he did.
That just collect dust in the hangar now.
I just loved it.
And all he plays now is like, what is it? Marvel Contest of Champions or something?
Wait, no, Dad, you're gonna get exposed.
I'm gonna be exposed? Did I dox myself? I hope not.
Yes, you just did.
Yeah, Moosehead says, spawn points, power plant need to be changed. Yeah, power plant still has some pretty bad spawn points. That one on the hill.
I actually like power plant too. I like power plant because it has a lot of cover. Actually, any map that has a lot of cover, but that's only because I run the Spectre Storm.
Yeah, I like, what do you think about Free For All?
I actually enjoy it. The only thing is with Free For All, a lot of clans are starting to kind of like squad up.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of like an exploit, and not a fan of that. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that gets tweaked some way.
Yeah, I wonder what they could do. I'm sure they could probably put something in where if you're wearing the same tag, you just can't be in the same match. But then what does that do to matchmaker and such?
Yeah, I'm not sure how they would handle that.
Official Tracy says, hey, can you do a Butch gameplay, please?
Butch gameplay, I certainly can. We certainly can do that. I've had my Butch for a long time. I love it. I often lovingly refer to it as my Winnebago.
Aaron Baldine, hope I said that right. Promote Dane to producer/director.
Well, if Dare messes around and doesn't handle business accordingly, then thank you for that subscription, sir. Thank you. Then Dane is waiting in the wings to take his place, because let me tell you,
Yes, I do.
when you produce this show and you're my son, the benefits are, they are legion. They are many, myriad cornucopia of benefits, really. Healthcare is included. I mean, honestly, it's really good.
Yeah, they changed the price of the Butch. It's the same price as the Fury now, I think.
Yeah.
So which one would you get if you had a choice then? If you had to purchase your first either Butch or Fury, which one would you choose?
So a Butcher or Fury. So, and if we're taking weapons into consideration now, I'm kind of really liking my Dragoons. Like I did a video on that a little while ago, and the Dragoons are incredible. So I would kind of go with the Fury, because the timing on the special ability for the Butch, it doesn't necessarily, it may not be the best for running Dragoons on that thing. So,
yeah.
I'm kind of liking that.
Yeah, I think I would go with the Fury still. It just, nothing beats firing 3 heavy weapons versus the 2, even though you can switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like my Treb Butch. I've always loved that bot. But, right now, the 3 simultaneously with the weapon choices, like the Flux, too. I think the Flux is going to be a factor. I'm liking the Flux so far.
Yeah, the Butch Flux and the Trebs. I think those are going to be the strongest builds. But you know what? I can kind of see the Butch being used maybe a little bit more because of all the different game modes that we have. Like if you need something with range and a brawler setup, let's just say it was, I don't know, team deathmatch on Moonmap. If you are stuck with just Dragoons or Trebs on a Fury, and you compare that with, say, a Butch with Dragoons and Ember, you know what I mean? You can switch from range to brawlers. I could kind of see that.
I've always wanted the hybrid concept to work, but it never seems to. It seems like synergy is always the best way to go with the game, by stacking like weapons on like weapons type thing.
Yeah. That's why I said that the game's, it's starting to change, but it's starting to get really interesting because some of the older robots, even the Natasha, is starting to get really interesting because a lot of players, even myself, I would never have run a Natasha before because it just, the Fury was just that much better, and it was really, really slow. But now with the newer heavy weapons, I'm starting to see the Natasha actually really shine. Why, in some cases, almost why get a Fury if I could just use the Natasha?
And it's a lot cheaper too, which if you're looking to be economical, I see a lot of lower level players talk about resources being an issue. I don't have the silver, I don't have this, I'm a poor player, etc. And I can remember talking about that a while ago. People would be like, why would I ever do Natasha if I can just get a Fury? And I'm like, well, not everybody had 5,000 gold or whatever that thing costs nowadays. And a Natasha is, I find, pretty powerful with the 2 heavies and the 2 lights. And like you said, with the weapon choices available now, I think it's a legitimate contender for that.
Someone was actually telling me that a Natasha with Tempest Molots is stronger than a Fury Tempest.
I don't know. I've never done the math because I can't add, so I would have to rely on somebody else to figure that out. But I've run that. I have that actually in my hangar now, and in one of my hangars, not this one, but
the Natasha
with Tempests and Molots, and I do like it. The reloads take a long time, you know what I mean, and so that can be problematic. So when you're out of bullets for what is it, 10 seconds or something?
But I think that will change though when they have the reload too.
The reload button, yeah, I would like to get that as soon as possible. So, for sure.
And they buffed the single Molots too recently. So that and it just adds to
the singles.
Even, I don't know if you've tried the Natasha with Thermite and Aphids. That's also a very powerful build. I ran that once actually a couple of times, and I was doing really well with that too. But even Dragoons on that thing with, I don't know, Geckos or Magnums, Does really, really well.
Yeah, I love the Dragoons. Pretty much, I mean, as long as it's not a single Dragoon, if you double it up at least, it's very powerful.
Yeah. Actually, some guy took me out the one night. He was running a Natasha with 2 Dragoons and Noricums. So I was hiding behind cover, and obviously his Noricums are hitting me and wearing me out. So when I stood out into the open to try to hit him, that's when he would hit me with his Dragoons.
Yeah.
So there was no escape. So in that case, it's actually better than the Fury.
Yeah, if you guys haven't run Dragoons, I know you're probably working on it or something. They might take a while to get, but you could I've locked down Valley. I don't know how many times by crawling up on that little that raised platform thing that you get when you start the game, and you can just we used to call that area denial back in the day, and you can just totally keep people from moving through that middle unless you're facing a really coordinated squad. Obviously, then they're gonna
Or if they have a lot of shock trains.
Yeah, that can be problematic.
Yeah,
but people they're not ready for it. They're not expecting you to be able to deny the center of the map solely, based on one weapon platform type thing. But those Dragoons, they definitely on a Fury, they can do it. Or Natasha, if you want to run those too.
Someone wants to ask or asking if this is on iOS. You're playing on Android. And this is your own account, I think, right?
Yes, it is. Yep. I only have one account. This is it. It's mine. And this is on Android. Adrian, as you all know, is on iOS. I'm going to steal some capture points at the end of this game to make it look like I was a team player the whole time, even though I wasn't. I was basically just going for kills, because I can't talk and think at the same time. So, I was just going for kills and damage. So I'll probably be at the bottom of this board, because I think I got 8 capture points in that. So, oh, I got a video. Got a video to watch.
You know what? I never watch those ads to increase.
Really?
Yeah, I never if I use that, do you still get the ads for in-game? I've never bothered. I usually just cancel. I should though.
Yeah, I watch the ads and I use them to get chests to so I can get to the super chest. Because it's just I don't know, maybe I'm addicted to gambling, but I think it's fun to get the super chest, now the way they've got it, you can at least get it once, usually during the cycle. And so I use them for that. And then I do them, especially if you have a really good game and you dump in a bunch of damage. Like the other day, I got 1.6 million silver off of how much damage I did, plus the 50% bonus from watching the ads. So yeah, it's worthwhile.
Oh, damn.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. I know some use the ads for the supply drops to speed it up.
Yes.
So they can get more supply drops.
I wasn't a big fan of the ads when they put that in early on, because I'm always kind of ads are kind of tacky, and one of my sort of compliments to the game always was that the game for years was ad free. You've got so many games out there that are the second you load it up, they want you to pay $1.99 to remove the advertisements, or they're trying to get you in some fashion. And so I liked it being totally ad-free, but the way that they did it, I think, was pretty good.
If Cora and Ryan come up and upstairs and play?
See, folks, this is what you deal with when you're live and you have a big family like mine. Your children just kind of come in,
They appear from nowhere.
Good. That's a good way to say it. They appear from nowhere. Yeah, like a ghost. You just popped out of my green screen and terrified me. Yes, have your friends come in and play. I think that's just fine. Make sure Mom knows.
Well, yeah, I let her know, but you said no because you're up here.
Oh, she told you no, and I've just told you yes. See, that's the ultimate parent conflict, is when you say it's okay, but your wife said no.
I'll tell Mom that you said yes, that we could come up here. I tried to tell Mom that we will be quiet and we just want to play in my room.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
We're not trying to be rude. We just really want to play upstairs.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me.
Thanks, Dad.
So, yeah, you're welcome, and I'll just pay for that later, folks. When I contravene my wife's directive there, that's not going to go well for me later on. That was my daughter Beatrix, by the way. She's also in line for producer too, because I think Dane fell asleep. I don't think Dane's reading comments anymore.
No.
Oh, okay, you're still there?
I'm about to read one. Patriot extraordinaire. Nice family, bro. That's what he says.
Thank you, sir. Excellent comment. Dane, you're moving up in the world. That was a great comment to read. Appreciate that. I believe in making the family part of the production here. We're family-oriented, family channel. I'm a family guy, so I think it's pretty cool. She is a master strategist, yes. Aaron Baldia says she's a master strategist. If Mom says no, go to Dad. He always says yes. That's pretty much how it goes.
Scene Laughlin says, kids.
Says what?
Aw, cute kids.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that name is Sean, Dane, not Scene.
I'm sorry, I can't
Although maybe
read.
he pronounces it Scene, we're not sure, but I think it's usually Sean. But that's okay. You're learning. It's on the job training for Dane.
Official Tracy says, please let me see that bush.
I'll let you see it. I just, we'll find it here in the hangar of Iron and Suffering. There it is right there. There's my baby. There's my Winnebago. Let's go to paint job. 3D mode.
Nighthawk says, hey, Adrian.
America. It's so cool with the disco lights. I love Adrian. What do you think of the disco theme?
I think they should have tried something else. That's just my opinion. Like maybe, I don't know, confetti or something.
No, you don't like the disco theme? Come on, it's incredible. We love it.
No, I'm not too much of a fan of it.
Really? Oh man, I was digging it. I liked it.
Maybe they should have tried. You know what? Maybe they should have done like the lights, like the different colored lights coming from like the ground instead of like above it.
Yeah, I mean, I
think
guess
that would have been I think cooler.
Yeah, I like it. I think I'm hoping that they add hangar themes as like a purchasable, unlockable, something-able, feature in the game, because I think it'd be cool to have more stuff like paint jobs that doesn't affect gameplay or balance.
Yeah.
But that you can kind of like, because I'm kind of like a big dork when it comes to like, I like to look at my robots in the hangars. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to run the trebuchet here because I had a request. So here it comes.
That's what I was saying. They should do different designs for like the same weapon, and you can purchase it. It doesn't actually affect the balance of it. It just affects the look of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of games offer that. Go ahead.
Naldo Williams says, is Inquisitor with Terran and Redeemer any good? Ask Adrian, please.
Adrian, what do you think?
It can be very deadly if you're going up against, I think, a lot of head cheese. If you're going up against like a lot of Balkazaris, I just prefer to run the Ember, because the Ember just goes through the shield. With the Redeemer, you still have to break their shield in order to do damage. So what someone commented on the War Robots Royale game turning from gold to the tokens. What are your thoughts on that?
I like the tokens. I remember it was several events ago where it was just straight gold, and I didn't really care for that. So I don't mind the tokens being the currency of choice there. So yeah. I was kind of enjoying that. I got a bunch of tokens when I logged in, and I pretty much blew through them all. Like a kid in a candy store type thing. But I got some decent prizes out of it. I mean, I guess you could save them, and you could select like when the little game comes up that you actually want. But I went ahead and I blew them all, and I think I got like 1 million silver on one of them. I got like a bunch of gold on another one. So I thought it was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I think it might be better with the tokens over gold, only because a lot of players especially that are new to the game, like what they were doing was they were just blowing through all their gold, like that they had saved up, and then they realized that they don't have any gold anymore. It's because they were playing that game.
That happens.
This way,
yep.
Yeah, this way I think it might be a little bit better with regards to that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Charlie says, Adrian, will you live stream today?
I already live streamed earlier.
Been there, done that. Where were you, Charlie? Come on, bro. What's up, man? You're not you got to turn the notifications on for Adrian's stuff and get them alerts, people. Get on Twitter or something.
James WR says, what is better, tokens or keys?
I don't know. Keys long term, tokens short term. I don't know. It depends on what you want, I suppose.
Yeah, because with tokens you can buy. Well, you know what? I don't know. You kind of need both. Because tokens, if you have a lot saved up, you can spend on the War Robots, the Royale game. If you spend it right, and then the keys you get gold, which you can actually use for offers. Offers towards a components point. So I think both of them are kind of evenly weighted.
Yeah, it depends on what you need, I think. That's what's cool now. I mean, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of choices on stuff. Depends on what you're doing. And one of the things that I see, Adrian, you're probably the same way, but I've got a lot of guys in my clan who are really smart at figuring out like where to put their resources, how to do upgrades, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there is like a sub game there, or a meta game, if you will, to just basically intelligently using your resources. And honestly, I mean, it sounds bad, but not everybody's figured that out, and I'm first among them. I'm first in that line where for like 3 years I had 4 of everything at level 9. I was not very good at like focusing what I was doing and employing my resources and my time intelligently. I was just like, oh, geckos, let's get 6 of those, cool, and level them to 8, and then they do nothing, and it's terrible, So that was my fault, not the game's fault.
For me, I kind of pay special attention to the test servers. Like when we're on the test server and we test something, and I kind of try to factor it into like the current meta. Like if I think it may potentially change, then I actually start to build up my resources, so that when it comes into the live server, I'm ready for it. But one tip I think that I could offer to some of the newer players, or maybe not even newer players, because sometimes even the average player doesn't really do this. When it comes to focusing on like a component, weapon, or robot, don't focus on all of them. Focus on what you really want. That way you get it quicker.
Nighthawk says, what do you think about the map Pixonic are making from movie scenes?
How's he been?
What do you think about the maps Pixonic are making from?
I'm trying to go in there and get back, and he waved me away.
Pixonic are making from movie scenes.
So I think you're stuck.
Are they referring to like the Carrier and Dreadnought map?
Possibly, because that's definitely straight out of Avengers. I was just trying to figure out how I lost 17 league points or rating points by like that was King of the Hill mode, which I actually didn't participate in a whole lot there, but I didn't realize that like I got punished. I thought we won, but I guess not. I like the Carrier stuff. I think it's okay to play off themes, in kind of like current pop culture films and stuff. So I think if they play off the Avengers, I think it's great. I like it. I could use a Hulkbuster robot, I think. I mean, something that, pretty close. Call it like the bulk breaker or something, just kind of close enough to like, be, sort of evocative of what you're going for there, but, not crossing any legal boundaries. I like it. Genesis Alex. No, you can't send a robot or a weapon from one account to another, really, unfortunately.
I hate King of the Hill. Yeah,
that's how I
don't like it.
That's how I feel after that last game. Yeah, I was actually that game. I was demonstrating the Treb Butch viewer request, so please excuse my pathetic score on that one.
Taking someone's work, changing a little bit, then claiming it as their own. That's actually a very it's a very common practice actually. One thing, like I'm a graphic designer by profession, and I see it quite often. Like a designer will take something that is out there. I think legally you could actually change it something like 70% or whatever, or not even 70, like 30%, and you could actually claim it as your own.
Yeah, fair use, man. I'm a professional lion tamer, and that too is true in my industry as well. So. Well, I tell you what else.
Esco says, why do you keep on the live stream thing?
Why do I keep on it? Why do I keep on the live stream thing? Where is that? I didn't miss that. Oh, wait, there it is. Why do you keep on going on the live stream thing? I think it's kind of what you're supposed to do, right, Adrian? I mean, you're a pretty pro streamer. I mean, I think you're supposed to just keep like live streaming until everyone passes out, right?
I think he's referring to that screen that you have up, like be right back, whatever. Yeah, sometimes I do that too when you are switching between screens or whatever, and you don't want, like, if you have personal information or, like your account information, you don't want the viewers to see, then I usually do that. I switch it over to.
Yeah, like, say I can go to, let's see, be right back. Say, like, I'm playing the game, but I'm doing horribly, and I don't want you to know, and I'll just come back when I win one. I'll come back when I win one, and I've got I've got like 18 billion points scored, and I'll be like, yeah, people, I'm back. What's up? Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I just totally had that game.
annihilated the other team.
Yeah, no, it's just since Anna Pixonic was kind enough to feature the stream in the in-game newsfeed thing. I think that's how a lot of people found it. It just makes a cool backdrop to put up when I'm kind of switching screens or doing other stuff. So works out pretty good. Put that up the next time my daughter like smashes into the room and like totally interrupts the live stream.
Frog TV vlogs, please don't swear in the chat.
Yeah, don't swear in the chat. This is a family channel. Plus, I literally have my children in here, so try to avoid that. I don't want them to know any words that I haven't taught them. You know what I mean? As a parent, I feel like all the bad words should be taught by dad. It's important. Important family stuff. Man, we are getting our keysters kicked in here.
Nighthawk says people
well.
are complaining because modules are taking an idea from Battle of Titans, since Battle of Titans and War Robots aren't really that good friends. You think bots will sue?
Oh, is modules a thing in Battle of Titans? Adrian, have you looked much at that game? Because I have really not.
Well, I mean, I watched a couple of videos of it, and I know they have like modules in there, but I don't think you can really say that they claim it as theirs. I'm pretty sure there are other games out there that have very similar things too.
That is
like that's a very common. It's a very common thing.
Yeah, and that's one of those things too where I think people are, they ask for like more skill in things in the games, and I think modules, anytime you can like, the user can adjust the system to his liking, where it's like, well, if I do this, I sacrifice this, it's you go through the series of pluses and minuses, and that's where some of the skill, supposedly comes into play.
And especially like now, in today's world, everything is all really about customization. So it doesn't really come as a surprise that they're doing it.
Yeah, so I don't think that that's going to be any sort of legal hurdle for Pixo there. I think that's pretty reasonable. Every game has that.
Andy Storm says, Adrian, do you remember the Coliseum map? I hope they will bring it out. I really liked it.
Yeah, I think they are actually working on that. They're working on a lot of maps. If you see like a map being like put out on the test server, there's a very high probability that eventually it will come to the live server, just that it takes a while to work on a map. Usually maps take a good couple of months before it's released on the live server.
Which map was that? What did they ask about?
The Coliseum, the Rome Coliseum. I know you played on that. Yeah.
I didn't play it. I saw some imagery from it, and I was really excited about it because that's actually one of my favorite historical periods. So I thought that would be really cool to be like in this arena, actually getting to battle it out, because that's kind of what we're doing. It's a gladiatorial, style event. So I thought that would be pretty cool. So I would like to see that for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see that. The same with the castle one. I don't know what other maps have we played on?
Bridge.
Just those.
Bridge is that weird one that kind of I'm not really sure what the theme is there, other than there are some bridges, but it's not my favorite. I really want to see castle with textures and see what that looks like.
Pretty sure we're going to see all of them.
And I'm really curious to see the Coliseum map. I think that's really cool.
Naldo Williams says, what's your thought on the Raven?
I think we talked a little bit about the Raven earlier. I like it. I mean, it's a better Griffin. I mean, there's no denying it. I think Adrian mentioned earlier that it has a little bit better speed, and it's same durability. If you max that at Mark II, I think that and the Raven both go for like 190 or something like that on durability.
A lot more resources, though, I heard, to max it out.
It very well could be more expensive.
Yeah, a lot more. But I think if I had to choose between, say, a Raven or a Hover, I would probably choose the Raven. But yeah, a lot of players have been asking me, do I see that being run in like the meta? Like we're talking about the strongest bots in the game, strongest builds and stuff. I actually don't see that being in the meta. No. I just see that as being like another like Hover.
Uju WR says, can you try out Storm Spectre?
Storm Spectre, yes, I can. I don't think I ran that already, so we can definitely do that.
Oh, you have 4 Storm.
Definitely think we can accommodate that. I'm the last person alive, honestly. Stream sniping.
Oh, no.
Stream sniping is happening right now. All right.
Well, you do.
One fist,
I'm gonna do this beacon. This may not be the best idea. I'm just gonna jump straight up in the air, and you're gonna get to see the Storm Spectre right there annihilate that guy.
Naldo Williams.
No, die, sir, die.
Naldo Williams says, "What's your
Double
favorite
kill."
robot?
And I'm out of the game. What is it? What's my favorite bot? Naldo, my favorite bot. I've talked about this a little bit before. Nostalgically, I'm not sure that's a word, but it is now. From a nostalgic standpoint, I like the Stalker. Adrian, you can probably relate to that. You know, the Stalker was like one of those cool bots where like only certain people played it, you know, because it was a certain taste, a certain skill set required to use that bot. And so I always really enjoyed that one. But for, you know, modern practicality, like I love the Inquisitor. Obviously I love the Spectre. I think those are great. What, Adrian, what are some of your favorite bots?
I like the Carnage, definitely the Carnage, because I used to love running the Carnage Thunder. But I tend to like running all these like shotgun, a lot of the shotgun builds. The Carnage Thunder was my favorite. Fury Thunder, definitely like that.
Yeah.
The Spectre, the Spectre Storm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other bots that I really enjoyed. You know, the Stalker was actually one of my favorite at one point, but that was more when a lot of players were running. They were running like rhinos and stuff because I knew that I could like outrun them and get beacons.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. And back then you could actually push players too. Like if you were able to attack like a Fury or a Natasha and you ran straight at them, the guns would point down and they couldn't hit you. So I kind of like doing that kind of tactic. So there's certain bots I do enjoy playing.
Yeah,
Griffin's a lot of fun too.
I miss the Stalker. Yeah, that was a cool bot.
Bob Jones says, "Run the Orkin Dock, please."
The Orkin Dock. I think the Dock is an intriguing bot. I get a lot of requests for that. People want to see the Dock.
And it probably even more so now because they reduce the price of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely more accessible. Yeah, I always liked the idea of like that was the one that kind of made sense where you give up something to get something. You have 4 medium slots, but you can only run so many, 2 at once type thing.
Yeah. I hope that they actually create more bots like that. Some players were saying that like with the Spectre, what they should have maybe done was when you jump, maybe your the amount of damage that you output is kind of reduced by like 25% or something because you're using that energy to jump, so something's got to give. So I hope they develop robots like that because I think that's a really unique way of balancing them.
Right. Yeah, well, that was kind of what was cool about the Rhino. You sacrificed maneuverability for just kind of like raw like tanking speed too. But I think we got spoiled with the dash bots a little bit. It doesn't always, you don't really, you don't have to give up too much when you run like a Haiichi or something.
Yeah, one of the things that I remember saying to Pixonic, a lot of the bots before, they had a lot of, they had purposes, like the light robot, for example, was kind of really good at getting beacons, running the map. And then you had like the heavy robots more for like brawling, and then the mediums were kind of like in between. But now we're finding ourselves with, some of the bots able to do basically everything.
Right.
It's like all in one kind of deal. So, splitting it up and having more of those roles, I think would kind of diversify the gameplay a little bit more.
Yeah, and it seems like maybe they're trying to kind of crawl back in that direction because they've talked about like healing robots and you've got the modules and whatnot.
Yeah.
Patriot Extraordinaire says, "What do you think of the Inquisitor?"
Oh, I love the Inquisitor. How about you, Adrian?
The Inquisitor was actually one of my favorite. Actually, it was my favorite bot when I was just running the dash. Like when I was running Hechi, Balkazaris, and then I had my Inquisitor. I actually liked it so much I got a second one. But now I've kind of switched over to the Spectre.
Yeah. Really? Tell us why. What could the reasoning be for that, I wonder?
It's more the firepower. But you know what? I'm actually doing a video on this, the differences between the two and which one I actually prefer. But there's sometimes cases where I actually prefer the Inquisitor over the Spectre, believe it or not. So it really depends on the situation. But yeah, when you're playing against top clans, it's all about the meta, it's all about damage and stuff. Then it kind of makes sense to go the Spectre route.
Yeah, I like the Spectre. I mean, it's definitely kind of overpowered with the damage, but it is in that glass cannon category. Where if you do get caught, like we talked about earlier, you will get massacred in that thing. It is not going to survive contact very long. But Dane, try not to yawn into the live stream. Goodness, all right.
Sorry.
You're off producer for right now, and your brother's back in. You can't yawn on a live stream.
I don't know where the heck he is. Also, I want to ask questions for the whole chat and you two guys.
You're gonna pose a question to us? I'm terrified. What is it?
Who is your favorite Marvel superhero? Thought to ask.
So that's a question from my son. Favorite Marvel superhero? Adrian, why don't you go ahead and go first? You got to think about it. I already know my answer.
Yeah, I kind of like Iron Man, but I also like Hulk.
Yeah,
those two.
Iron Man is definitely cool. I definitely like Iron Man.
The Avengers, when they did the first Avengers, the part where Hulk goes in and he takes Loki and smashes him into the ground.
Yeah,
that was a good scene. That was actually my favorite scene of almost all the.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Adrian, were you able to see Infinity War yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Jaron Walter says
I won't spoil it for you.
America.
Batman dies. I don't know if you heard.
Batman dies.
P.S. Aline says Doctor Strange. I can't really pronounce that first one.
You don't need to. Don't worry about it. It might be inappropriate anyways.
Uju.
It's Uju.
I love Iron Man and Thor.
Ooh, Thor's a good one too.
Yeah, Thor is a good one.
Thor's a good one too.
I like. Go ahead, keep reading them. What do we got?
Jaron Walter says puny god.
Yeah, that's what the Hulk called Loki.
Yes,
I think after he
Thor
smashed him.
is from Marvel.
Yeah, who doesn't know that? I mean, everybody knows that. Or Thor is from Norse mythology, but let's see. I don't know. I don't know who really owns the rights.
I'm sorry. I can't read this. Is this guy's name Clicks?
If you're not sure, don't say it because it could be inappropriate in some country. We don't know.
He or she says his favorite's Black Widow.
Thank you for the subscription, Werewolf.
Mr. Kick says, I like Ant-Man. J. Urban says Spawn is the best but he's
Spawn.
Comics.
I remember that. Yeah, Spawn is a different comics universe. I like the Punisher. That was always my favorite one as a kid. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but I always liked the Punisher because he was just a regular dude, kind of like Batman. Batman's kind of a regular dude, although he's a billionaire, and honestly, everybody in the comics universe is like a billionaire. That must be super convenient for them. So,
Frog TV Log says Iron Man is the leader. Willem Serlim says Iron Man 2.
Yeah, so Iron Man, hard to go wrong. I like Iron Man.
Did they ever make another Spawn? Because I remember that from a long time ago.
I don't think so.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's kind of like the Punisher movies. I wish they'd kind of revisit the Punisher movies and make something actually good. Because
I wouldn't be surprised if they made another one. Hulk was kind of a disappointment at first.
They had to kind of they rebooted Hulk a couple of times and all that business, you know. So
I heard I think it was that one. I think they actually ran out of money or something.
Really?
I think so. Someone mentioned to me. That's why the first one wasn't so good.
Yeah,
Waldo
there were a couple
Williams
stinkers in there.
Asks, Adrian, are you from Australia?
We talked about this earlier. No, he's not.
I'm living in Canada right now, but I'm actually originally from South Africa. So the accent that you're picking up is South African, kind of mixed with some Canadian in there.
Carlene Noah says, what is your favorite weapon?
Shocktrain.
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 Maybe I should say Storm right now because I like running the Spectre Storm.
The shotguns are fun for sure.
Yeah.
I just got wasted by Waste Boy, sadly. I don't know if we're going to win this. We'll see. Looks good. Looks all right.
Nighthawk says Ragnarok was favorite out of all the Thor movies. And Andy Storm says, I like the Punisher. It was actually the first nickname I used in World War.
Yeah, the Punisher is legit. I love him. Yeah, he's cool. Just a regular dude. Just a regular, angry, very angry man just making stuff happen.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and leave this battle because I'm not in it anymore. So, good luck, team. I think we can pull out the win. There's only 42 seconds left. We don't need to see what happens.
War Robot's Gesture says, have you where you can use your hanger in this mode? I guess you're just the...
There's apparently a glitch where you can use your hanger in...
What? That's not
Skirmish?
No, I haven't heard of that. That might need to get passed on.
I don't mind because you'll be running Mark II stuff against like level 10.
I know, right?
And Dash.
Yeah, some guy out there who's still running like, Destroyers and Cossacks is like, finally, there's a mode I can play. There's a mode for me. And then in come all the clans with like 17 Shocktrains and Mark II bots, and he's still getting annihilated. Somehow dastardly people always find a way to like, put one over on us, kind of like the tankers and whatnot. There's always something going on.
Carlene Noah says, Adrian, have you ever fought against Manny and War Robots?
Manny is on Android and I'm on iOS. So we're on actually different servers. So we will never meet unless I were to go to Android side. Or he came to iOS.
Or they merge the servers.
Yeah, or they merge.
Master Boo YT asks, sorry to ask, but it's the first time I have ever watched you, but who's the one that's talking?
Well, the one who just finished talking is my second oldest son, Dane, a.k.a. my fill-in producer when my older teenage son falls asleep at the wheel or passes out or, is off playing Fortnite or something. I'm the one talking currently that you should pay the most attention to. That would be me, the Center Beacon, a.k.a. Warlock, and the very gentlemanly fellow that we have in the studio with us. He's not in the studio, but I like to say that because it sounds professional, is the great and wonderful Adrian Chong. Hello. You guys know that, but that's who's talking.
Okay, so this guy asks, I can't say his name, not because it's inappropriate, because it's in a different language, asks, questions which can be naive can be answered. Who is Gamora? What is Gamora?
We bleeped that out because we thought Gamora was a bad word. No, I'm just kidding. I think, isn't Gamora that lady in the Infinity War show? Isn't she like the green woman? That's my answer. Do I win anything?
I think you win a like, maybe?
Yeah, be sure you get that's a good segue, Dane. See, he's a natural producer. That's a good segue into remembering to like and subscribe. Like, can you see that? Thumbs up all of like our videos and Adrian's videos and things, and don't forget to do those things. Subscribe if you haven't. If you've joined us and you like what you see here, you like what you're hearing. We have fabulous guests. We had rare and endangered species on the show earlier. My daughter popped in a couple of times, and it's great. So why wouldn't you subscribe and do thumbs up and all that kind of business? So yeah.
Merv says, do you think team play will increase when the Minder bots are introduced?
I would have to say yes. I would have to say that. Bot? So they're for those of you who haven't heard, they're going to add a couple, I think, what is it, 2 of them, Adrian? They're adding 2 bots that are like healing bots, and they can heal robots near them, and they do it in a couple of different ways. But I would imagine that would, encourage some more team play depending on the mode, because that could be a pretty valuable, capability on the battlefield is to bring somebody back who's near death instead of losing a good bot. You can actually heal them up. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, I definitely think that's going to help with team play. Better than like the Shocktrains, because I think with Shocktrains it has actually kind of killed team play in a way, because when you get hit by Shocktrains or your teammates get hit by Shocktrains, you tend to actually run away from them instead of actually sticking together as a team. So I think it's going to be kind of interesting when they bring that to the live server.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not like.
Robot Jester says, Adrian, I'm having trouble. Should I have 2 Orc in Haiichi or 1 Terran and 1 Orc in Haiichi?
I think if you have like a Balkazari with Turans, then I would make sure to probably stick with Hechi Orkans. But if those are the only 2 dashbots that you have, then I'll probably do 1 with Turans and 1 with Orkans.
Yeah, especially if you run like a lot of beacon rush and stuff, it's handy to kind of like if you get blown out of a beacon, you can come back with like the bot you need to counter the guy that just got you. So at least that happens to me a lot. You know, when I get a guy and I'm like, all right, sweet, totally won, and then beacon rush is like, not so fast. You know, I'm just gonna come back with the perfect bot to kill you. So if you're running 2 of the Orc and Haiichis, you know, maybe you need plasma or vice versa. So that variety can help out. I've done that from time to time where I find like, you know, I'm too plasma heavy or I'm too splash heavy, and I like having a little variety.
Yeah, that's kind of why I balance my hanger with like Orkans and plasma, because you never know when you may need like one or the other. If you kind of lean too much towards one and then you're in a situation where you need the other and you don't have it, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Frankenstein says level 9 Columbus, 7 Storm, or level 9 Terran, level 10 Kumiho.
That was complicated. That was like a multi-part question.
I know.
That was terrible. I'm gonna have to scroll back and see where did that one come
Level
from.
9 Columbus, level 7 Storm. I think like for the Kumio, I would run Tyrants. I wouldn't run Columbus or Storm on there. For me, it's either there's 3 main weapons I would run on the Kumiho. Either Orkans, Tyrants, or Scourge is the other.
Master Boo YT says, can I play with you guys? A doctor.
If only you could. Adrian is unfortunately only on iOS for the time being, and I'm on Android. And sadly, I don't know why they can't have like, why can't you invite everyone to the squad via ID? I think that would be great if you could do that.
Yeah.
You know, you can only invite the guy you challenge, and then he invites his buddies. And we ran into it last weekend where like lots of people from the chat wanted to join, and so they all put in their IDs, but you can't do it because you can only invite that one guy, and then he can only bring the people that they have on their friends list. And sadly, no one had friends that day, so they hardly could get anybody. We couldn't hardly get. I think we had like 2 versus 2 at the most one time.
Yeah, they need to change that invite where you can just add players via the ID. Definitely.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm not sure if there's like a technical limitation there or something, but that would be really handy. Should I have Death Button Rhino or Plasma Rhino?
Oof.
Ooh. It's like a time machine. You remember the Death Button and the Plasma Rhinos? The good old days. I like Plasma, honestly. Like, you know, Orkans and Splash, you have to aim. You have to kind of be good at leading, and I find Plasma very forgiving. But, you know, run what you like. You know, the Death Button is always good, but unfortunately the Rhino is kind of like a sitting duck these days with all the jumping, stealthing business that's going on in the game.
Master Boo YT asks, or can I join your clan from the last question he asked?
Or can I join your clan? Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, send a request. Yeah. Send a request, and our peoples will have a look at your profile and give you a very in-depth interview and see if you're of good character. And then you could possibly join. I have no idea. We might be 40 of 40 right now. I really don't know. We normally like people who are kind of like totally maxed out or close to it or something, because it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, let me tell you, with what's going on. Everybody's like Mark 17, Bulgasari Shocktrains. It's tough sledding out there.
Official Tracy says, also, can she or he join your clan?
Lots of clan requests, yeah. Go ahead and send a join request to 1000 Skulls. Or go to 1000skulls.com.
Master BYT asks, okay, what is the clan ID?
What is the clan ID? Now, see, I don't know. Will I dox myself if I give out the clan ID? Shall I dox myself and then have all these join requests?
If you do, you have like 50,000 friend requests.
Probably more like 5. I think I just clicked out of my own game. So unless you're like in Champion League and have like lots of pretty maxed bots, you know, on the green side, on the Mark II side, it's going to be kind of hard, because when we drop against top level clans, they're dropping in with all of the best gear, fully maxed out, and it gets like pretty crazy. So if you're kind of new to the game, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And then if you're on that higher end and looking for a clan where you can just like listen to my craziness all the time, then yeah, this 1,000 Skulls would be the clan for you.
No.
Or if you're on iOS, you could apply to Adrian's clan, but I bet there's a long wait to get in that thing.
Naldo Williams says, "Can the healer bot replace blow-off weapon?" Adrian.
I don't think we know that, do we, Adrian?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Too
I would
early to
imagine
tell.
it probably can't.
Yeah, too early to tell. No telling on that. I don't even know, will they even have weapons? You know what I mean? So that'll be interesting to see, because they're definitely, with the modules and these healer bots and things, you can tell they're definitely, they talked about, basically it sounded like roots and stuns, if you guys remember that type of stuff from the role-playing games and things. It sounds like they're going to have things. Oh, Stu's back in the chat. He just used my custom icon. Stu! My head on a chutes. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, they're kind of taking the game in a little bit of a new direction. If you're going to have the ability to heal wounded robots, stun people, root them in place, it's going to really kind of open up the gameplay a little bit. Good or bad, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Even the Hellburner, now that I think about it, the Hellburner it has like a very specific role. If you compare it to some of the dash bots, for example, that can do everything. The Hellburner, it isn't like a heavy brawler, because if you look at the weapons, you only have a heavy and you have a light.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what the Hellburner is funny is the strongest build, I think, is the Ansel Iku.
Yeah.
Basically, no weapons. You're using
Yeah.
your ability to do the damage.
Yeah, it has a lot of health too. It's like 200-something thousand health.
It's-
So
yeah,
it's like this big, but so you see it and you're like, oh, no big deal. But the thing takes a while to kill, because it's almost like raging like health on that bot.
Is it considered a light? I haven't looked it up.
Ever since they changed things, yeah, I've not looked it up, and ever since they changed things, I don't know what's like, what's a light bot, what's a medium. They said something at one point. They're trying to go away from that classification system, so I'm not really sure.
Oh.
Rigo
Yeah, 'cause, like-
Heron says, "Do you have a job, or is this your job?"
As I mentioned earlier in the live stream, I'm a professional lion tamer, and I also sell vacuum cleaners door to door. So it's pretty lucrative living. So I mean, the two at first glance don't seem like they go together, but there's a lot of similarities. Adrian, I believe you said you are a graphics designer.
Yeah, by profession, but
There you
I
go.
do YouTube now.
And Adrian is successful enough to do YouTube full time. I'm going to need about 9 more YouTube channels, because I have 5 children. So, keep those donations coming, people. 5 children over here, so we can make it a full time job. If we hit our goal of $20 million, I can retire and just do YouTube professionally and raise all 50 of my children.
Official Tracy, you're not allowed to swear on the stream.
That's true.
You're swearing.
Yeah, so don't use swear words like butt and stuff, because we have to ban you and dox you. And Adrian and I know people, so don't mess with us. We'll get like we'll have them change your name to like a funny thing that's humiliating on your account. So it'll just be terrible.
Official Tracy says, "Holy, you got 5 kids."
Yeah, holy, I know, right? Absolutely.
I'm one of them.
That's true. That's true.
5, sorry.
That's true. I made this one just to help me with this live stream. So that's prior planning, people. You need to be on top of your game. If you're going to be a successful YouTube streamer like me, you got to have children to help produce your show.
Blood Warrior says, "What is the best idea you have to improve the game at this point?"
What do you think, Adrian? Best idea to improve the game?
Well, I did talk to Pixonic about that, but I can't talk about my ideas, because some of it they are going to implement.
He's signed many non-disclosure agreements, and he would have to kill us all if he told us, is what he's saying. So many things were discussed, and Adrian's probably got us all on the right track. But I just feel like more player choice. I think you kind of want to get the game away from where if you have 9 Bulgasari Shocktrains in your hangar, then you're going to win. I would like to see it get away from that. And just more viable builds. I don't know how you execute these things. I'm not a developer, but I would like to see the ability to run a variety of bots and weapons and have them be competitive in game modes that are fun, encourage team play. So I think something in that direction. So hopefully something like that's coming. I do
You know,
enjoy.
you know what?
Go ahead.
What would actually be quite interesting is that we can only run like one robot in our hangar, like when we drop in.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't run like 5 Balkazaris or like 5 Spectres. If it was only just one, I think that would be quite interesting, because when we run like games like Skirmish or Hangar X, the games tend to be quite exciting, but it's because we only have one of each bot. So I think that would be interesting if they actually had a game mode where you could only run one of like whatever bot it is you decide to choose.
Yeah, it kind of simulates the early days of the game before you had the resources to unlock, when you were starting with like 1 or 2 hangar slots, and you're working towards 3 and 4 type thing. You had to be, mighty economical with those bots because you could be out of the game really quick.
Yeah.
Frog TV Log says, Adrian, help.
What?
Frog TV Log
how old?
says.
Oh, I'm 38. Age.
Oh my God, Adrian just doxed himself on the thing.
Oh, no.
I will never divulge my true age on here. All right, you will never see that. Yep. Dang, he caught you with a trick question there, Adrian. You just an honest guy, just immediately answered. You don't look a day over 28, sir. Okay, I'm
I'm 111 years old today.
When I saw you on the Christmas card thing, on the Christmas card video, I was shocked and amazed. You don't look a day over 28, so don't sweat that.
Master Blue YT says, "Hey, I send a friend request.
Oh, yeah.
Can we do a skirmish battle?"
I see your screen as being black right now. The live.
Yeah, it is.
Is it back?
It's black.
Because is it back now?
Oh, yep, there.
Yeah. See, because
yeah,
when I type, I hit hotkeys that I'm not supposed to. So I'm over here like typing things into the chat. I'm watching this screen. I'm watching that screen. I'm thinking about how my coffee cup is empty and stuff, and then I accidentally hit buttons that break my stream. So fortunately, we didn't really have any technical difficulties this time. That was pretty good. Last time we had Adrian, I'm sure you run into these problems live streaming, but we just had something where it's just like the stream went away. Like it just decided I'm done. Like we're on a break. And I was on this screen for 12 minutes trying to figure out what was going on, But that's the slings and arrows of live streaming.
Mr. Kick says, "How come I'm not featured, lol? You're awesome, Center Beacon."
Thank you. How come I'm not what? I'm not
featured.
Oh, I can't complain about that. I get featured a lot. They are very gracious about advertising my channel. It's just unfortunately one of the things that limits me. I kind of already said it, but I have a big family, and I have 2 other jobs besides this one. So I don't have the time, unfortunately, to constantly crank out videos. That's one of the reasons I like live streaming, is because it's easier for me to do a video, interact with you guys, have a good time. 3 hours goes by like this. But the time to put together, it has been over 3 hours, which is awesome. But the time it takes to put together really high quality videos like I like to do, that's a lot of commitment and a lot of time. And sometimes I just can't get there, So you'll get 1 video a week from me, maybe 1 video in 2 weeks. So it's a pretty big commitment. So that would be why. But other than that, Pixonic has been great about featuring my channel, doing advertisements for me, just different things. I do some of the voiceover work for all the not all, but some of their official videos and stuff, which is fun for me. So I get to contribute in ways here and there. So I it's fun for me. I think I'm right where I need to be as far as that goes. So I think let me stop you there. I think we're at 3 hours and 8 minutes. This is now my longest live stream ever. I don't know if you guys know, but Adrian once live streamed for 6 months straight. I don't know if you guys caught that. Look back on his channel. It's a 1.21 gigawatt file on his channel, and it's worth the watch, guys. Just sit there for 6 months and get some popcorn and some adult diapers, and definitely check that out. But this is my longest one ever, and I think I'm going to pass out as soon as I end this. Honestly, I'm going to collapse because I feel this has been. What is it, Dan? Read one more comment.
Okay, I want to read this comment. It's from, let me find it quick. Here we go. Uju WR, I mean not WR, WRGT, got to go Warlock. I have an exam with so much better than those huge books, lol.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, definitely don't neglect your schoolwork for sure. Not for me. Take care of your schoolwork. So that's going to do it, folks. We had a heck of a 3-hour run here. If you're a first-time visitor, think about subscribing, do some thumbs up, do some notifications. I'm going to be streaming on Fridays and Saturdays. We sat down with Adrian. Chong was kind enough to sit with us this whole 3 hours, and we had a really good time with him. Pendous was also by earlier. And please, if you haven't subscribed to their channels or watched their videos, please do so. Obviously, they're I don't have to tell you who those guys are. They're a pretty big deal. So, but if for some reason you've missed it, go to their channels, watch their videos. They are two great guys in real life and in the game, so I can heartily recommend them. And we had a great time here. We talked about the 4th anniversary. We talked about Star Wars. We talked about Marvel. I mean, we had puppies on the show. My daughter broke into the stream twice. I had 2 different of my children produce the show. I had 2 different sons produce the show today. And we went for bacon. We talked a lot about Canadian bacon. That worked out really well. And we did 3 hours and 10 minutes. And I feel like, I just don't have anything left in the tank. I gotta go lay down. I gotta recharge my batteries. I may be back tomorrow night for another live stream. And I think, Adrian, you'll probably be streaming tomorrow, huh?
Maybe possibly tomorrow. I don't know. It's my mom's birthday, so we're going to be celebrating that.
Well, you got to live stream that. I mean, come on, it's your mom's birthday. Have her on the show. Come on, the people want to see it.
Guys, give everyone in the chat who are still watching, give a couple claps for longest live stream ever on the weekend.
Yay! Longest live stream ever. Yay! All right, Adrian, thank you so much for stopping by, brother. I really appreciate your input and, just such a good sport. And Stu,
anytime.
Thanks to Stu. And so we had a really good time, and we're gonna call it there. And as always, we will see you next time at the Center Beacon. Bye, all.
Goodbye.
Bye, all.